blind and try. Won't you come and join us for the ride? I can guarantee your survival if you just agree. So won't you just agree with me? I can guarantee your survival if you follow me. I can guarantee. No time for indignation. New worlds to gain. Okay, the song is just still going. Hello, everybody. That is actually not still the same song, because I'm not playing it on Spotify. Actually, that was Metro Deathfire, and then it turned into Transit from the album Infernal by Fido. Yes, welcome. Good morning. It is time once again that we scream at children. Probably. I mean, not necessarily exclusively. You know, we've already kind of covered a lot of the, you know, candy cane gender stuff. Maybe today we can focus more on like the fake disorders. That's what I'm thinking. That's at least when it comes to making fun of children. I also very much enjoy looking at grown-ups on TikTok. There's something very special about looking at you know, like old people specifically. Like as I've made the epiphany before, anytime you go on TikTok and like you look up like a thirst trap post, like a sexy lady, there's just gonna be like a bunch of guys in the comments, and a lot of them are gonna be like 78, and they'll be like, "Hey girl," and then you click on their account and they're like wearing like baby bibs and fucking, you know, like it's weird shit. It's weird shit. So we're gonna get into that. So welcome to the stream, everybody. This is we did a guitar stream for a while last night. I found out that I can play the Beatles. I get blocked worldwide afterwards, but I can play the Beatles without the stream going kerfuffle. Yeah, we went pretty late. I think it was like 1:30 or something when it ended. Uh, and then I got a little bit of sleep, and now here we are again. And what fun would be life without TikTok bullshit? You know, I sat here and I was like, should I finally do the Control-Alt-Delete stream? No. Should I do like, you know, I went through the options in my head. And the ultimately it was chosen that it would be the TikTok stream. It's been a little bit. I did an edit of one of the TikTok streams. The first recent one that I did. I did one like years ago, but I did an edit of that, and you know now we're back. We're back for more. And I want to try to do different stuff. Like again, we've looked at, you know, some of the silly, you know, what are they, xeno pronouns or whatever, xenogender shit that we've heard of. We've looked at that. You know, and a lot of that is kind of, you know, it's funny because it's Pride Month, and yet it's not exactly, not really, I don't know, arguably helping the community that it's, you know, supposedly helping. We've covered all that before. I'm surprised how many people agreed with me, honestly. I really thought that there was going to be more pushback. There has been some from people who are like, how dare you make fun of people's identities? This is no laughing matter! But, you know, for the most part, a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm trans, I'm pan, I'm whatever, and this is a lot of nonsense, and you're right. And it's like, thank you. It's nice to know that I'm not completely insane. $2 from Victor Martinez. Good morning and good day, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Thank you. And then now just now $20 from Leon. Leon, thanks for existing. Well, you're welcome. Thank you for watching and donating, and I hope you continue watching, and I hope you enjoy. I think this is gonna be a fun stream. I think this will be a fun stream. Let me get this open here. Oh, and then there's $2 from Just Larm. Pino Gender. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, there's a new Elysi. Oh, there's a new Onision-related Elysi about the Onision autobiography book, which I already watched the Strange Aeons video about. But yeah, that's exciting. I gotta take a look at that. There's a new video chat from Accursed Farms. Oh, let me see here. Well, I don't even really need to open up a specific TikTok page, really. I mean, yeah, I think we looked at this guy a little bit. Somebody recommended this guy. This guy actually doesn't seem familiar. I don't know why I was recommended this guy, also. I know you can't see, by the way, but it's like an old guy. He's painting. I don't know. He looks like he's just a painter. Bogoslowski. I don't know what's wrong with him and why I was recommended to look at him, but his videos don't even... Oh, I guess there's a video here that says, "Don't you love my schizophrenic voice?" So maybe he's got something going on. You know, that's fine. I don't know. That was the first bookmark that I had that took me to TikTok easily, so without me having to type anything in. Yeah. Never mind this guy. I want to begin. What's a good disorder that people fake having? I'm thinking, here's the thing. I'm thinking, what do you call it? Like Parkinson's or, you know, Tourette's, something like with the involuntary twitching or stuff like that. Because it's interesting to see people try to fake that. However, you know, I also don't know a lot about those illnesses, about those ailments. And so for me to come along and say, "Oh, you're obviously faking having this horrible, horrible disease," you know, that doesn't make me feel too good. So maybe not that, but I mean, that's kind of the case of anything. The only thing I could really do is amputee faking. People pretending that they lost their arm or something. I mean, I probably have a lot of undiagnosed stuff, you know, but all I'm saying is when it comes to like Tourette's fakers, you know, maybe DID, I don't know. SIDS? Yeah, let me look up some people that are on TikTok faking SIDS. I think you meant AIDS. But sudden infant death syndrome. That's right. And people are faking that on TikTok. I say that as if it's a joke. It might be happening. DID. Yeah, I guess we'll do DID. What do I do for DID? Is there a hashtag? Should I just do DID? Is that just gonna bring up every time that somebody used the word did on TikTok? Is there like something I should look up? Fake SIDS. Boogie died of SIDS. Systems? Yeah. Systems? I mean, is that basically the same thing? I'll try doing systems. Okay, yeah, here we go. Oh my god.
Guys, I'm not the Wonderland system. I don't know what that is.
What?
My name is B. Guys, I'm not...
I saw this was like the thing I saw, right? It was like, this was the thumbnail and is she supposed to be like Ursula? Or whatever from, Little Mermaid, maybe?
It's like having friends in your head. No, it's not. It's not that. Several of these...
No, it's not like a lot of things that people say that it is, I'm sure.
Friends in my...
Considering that systems is not really... I mean, is that like an accepted word that's used by DID people, maybe? Is that like an accepted term that people have co-opted, or is it just complete hibbledy-jibble? My brain formulated that what I was gonna say there was hibbledy-jibble, by the way. Like, there was a pause before I said it, because I was like, am I gonna say no, hibbledy-jibble, that's what I came up with. But is there any validity to this at all? They name their personal systems. It seems like they're all terms that fakers use, yeah. Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. I have a young cousin that uses TikTok. I pray they don't do edgy shit like this. Oh, they probably do. I'm sure they all do. Everybody does. Yeah, they're B. Yeah.
head, we don't like each other. King is a bitch. East is an asshole. Hillel makes me really uncomfortable. Merlin is super frustrating. Need I go on? But you're never lonely.
Okay, I'm going to say this every time I do this stream. Every time. And that's because it's never like, hello, my name is Marcus and I work on fixing mufflers in like fucking Jamaica. You know? It's never somebody completely ordinary and normal. It's always like King and East and Hallel, whatever the fuck that is. Like, fuck, it's you always just have to be so special.
Couple things. First of all, being front locked
is he Hallel? I don't know.
Communication internally with anyone. That's lonely as hell. Additionally, alters are not a replacement for social interaction with other human beings. Because alters are facets of the same...
I think they, she means either they or she, like, you know, neutral or feminine, but yeah, you could read this as you're not allowed to call her, but you are allowed to call them she. But you don't have to say them. You have to say... that is confusing, yeah. That is unnecessarily confusing a little bit.
Brain. If we have no communication with anyone outside the system for any extended amount of time, we're gonna go bonkers, okay? Humans are social...
Oh, sweetheart, let me tell you something. I mean, that ship has sailed.
In general, we need social interaction. And communicating with alters is not a replacement for communicating with other human beings. But it's so interesting...
I mean, like, I'm sorry if you're crazy, you know. Like, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, necessarily. If you actually have people, like, other personalities in your head, then that's, you know, the general, I should put up disclaimers with this stream. Where it's like, if you Yeah, I guess if you actually genuinely feel this way, then there's, you know, maybe something here. But, I mean, a lot of this is... I don't know. A lot of this is kind of silly. I broke into a system's room. No need for the sound. So messy. Ooh, there was an Among Us. A dream! The trauma holder little. So mentally ill, Core. They must be so crazy. I think this has to be a joke, right? Yeah, this is a joke. Stop faking, says Nori. Oh, Nori ain't having it. This is satire. We are a system. Oh, okay. So you're... Oh, okay. Fidget, so stimmy. Uh-huh. Their emo altar. So the joke is everything is for their altar, right? Cool. He's Zay over here.
Have over 200 people living inside of them. Basically, the TikToker claims that they have DID. If you don't know what that is,
it's just like a React YouTuber on fucking TikTok. Cool.
4 DID systems hanging out at once challenge. No one have any littles out. Impossible.
What does that mean? Littles? Isn't littles like... What the fuck is a little... I'm gonna regret this. Isn't a little like if you're a baby? Like you're an age regressor? You're a little. Right? What does that mean? Don't have any littles switch out? What? Like stop age regressing, I guess? What? It is the little thing? What does that mean, though? Don't have them switch out? Like, stop being little, I guess? So we got Justin Timberlake from 1998 over here. And I'm not even gonna make jokes about everybody else, but, like... What? I just don't know what that even means. The system. No need for that. Switching on camera. Guys, trigger warning. I mean, if you're sensitive to people switching on camera, you know, you might want to look away or maybe bury your head in the sand or something. But the song, the Work It Harder, Better, Faster, is that triggers out Ellie. So listening to this song makes Ellie show up, and now Ellie's here. Okay, it's like a super cool remix, right? So like, you just so basically you were standing there and you were doing nothing, and then you felt the beat, and now you're dancing, and that's a different personality, right? Is that also a different gender? Are you now a different gender in addition to a different system who needs their own entire name? And this reminds me of the game Cameo Elements of Power, where it's like you just have to switch out your alters every time you want to do anything in that game. Anytime you want to jump, you gotta switch to a guy who can jump. If you want to punch, you gotta switch to your alter that can punch. Fucking hate that game, dude. Yeah, like if you want to dance, you have to be Ellie, I guess. If you want to vibe to the song, you have to be Ellie. But if you were... What was the other one? What was the other state of being? Adult alter, unknown plus grumpy. And then now Ellie has energy and is dancing, you see. And you can see how there's a difference there. And that's definitely two different people. I mean, that's all the proof you need. That's all the proof you need. You know, they have, I've never seen a switch happen before. This is the most wholesome experience to watch. Best wishes to you and all of your alters. I get so worried when people did with DID switch because I fear you're gonna go dizzy and fall. Please be careful. Oh, that's so sweet. If we get weak or dizzy, we can slump down safely or can feel the dissociation coming and sit/lie down if it's a lot. God. Imagine this person in the military. Imagine this person has to be in World War II. Right?
A psychiatrist look you in the eyes.
and say a disorder that you have been in extensive treatment for and have done extensive research on and feel confident in your diagnosis in doesn't exist.
Hang on. Just a little. That's funny. That's pretty funny. You know, a real therapist told this person that their headmates aren't real, I guess. Is that what's happening? Okay.
She looked me
and she looked her dead in the eyes, right in the deadlights. And, does she not know how to do her job? Like, it's literally in the DSM. Like, she can't just personally ignore it because she doesn't like it. She literally said it's a result of PTSD, not it doesn't exist.
dead in the eyes.
I feel like some doctors feel threatened when their patients literally know more about their diagnosis than they do. Yeah, they feel real fucking threatened. Guys, this person did extensive research on TikTok about alters and whatnot. They know what they're talking about, okay? Don't you even fucking start shit.
When this disorder...
Somebody in chat says, if I want to grill barbecue, Cowboy Dan takes over. Oh god. I have to grab... Hang on. Alright, we're getting out all the candy. I got candy yesterday. I have candy before me. And, I went on a whole adventure yesterday. I went to a museum. I gotta share the pictures of the museum at some point. It was the first time I ever went to a museum. And then I was like, you know, I went to this horrible Instagram influencer nostalgia bait event. There was this person in a fucking Teletubbies backpack who I just saw like 5 different times throughout the day. I was like, they're going to the fucking event. They're going to that event. I know it. And they were. And then, yeah. And then I bought a couple t-shirts. I'm wearing my Monkey D. Luffy. I'm gonna be the king of the pirates t-shirt. It's very nice. It's like, it's a very subtle shirt, I think. And I'm fond of it. But yeah, no, big adventure, and part of the adventure I got some candy. Ooh, piece of candy. I got Haichu. I got a triple power push pop. Oh man, I gotta have this one. I gotta have the triple. I haven't had it. Listen, we're on TikTok stream. I'm age regressing, motherfuckers. I haven't had a triple power push pop since I was like very young. Well, not very young. I don't know, 12 maybe, probably. I don't know, maybe a little older than that. But like, it's been a while. Triple power, baby. Oh, triple power. So how does this fucking thing work again? You take off the... Oh yeah, you do that. And then they're individually... What, they're fucking wrapped? What is this shit? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We got it. Oh, dude. Dude, the fucking push pop, dude. I looked for ring pops. I wanted a ring pop. Although that's messy. But I wanted a ring pop because, like... Because, like, ring pops have those flavors where they're like... Yeah, get the fuck off of there. Come on now. Ring pops have the ones where it's like the twisted flavors or whatever. I wasn't finding that in the push pops. Okay, baby. We got the fucking triple push pop happening. This is action. This is the real shit. God damn it. Hashtag age regressor. Okay. So anyways, back to this video, right? This person, this individual, went to a therapist and told them all of their TikTok nonsense, you know, about how they have 15 people living in their head, and all of them are named Quaison. And the actual psychiatrist was like, "Ah, fucking no, bitch, no." Just hit him up with the Mario no, and now and now they're crying in the car about it. Let's wind it back just a little.
When this disorder is literally created by extensive gaslighting, invalidation, and being dismissed.
Is that what it's created by? Gaslighting? Does that mean people telling you that this isn't real? Is that what you mean by that? I suppose that's kind of... I suppose that's just gonna happen, isn't it? Yes.
A dissociative disorder. I told her that I have a dissociative disorder diagnosed. I've been in treatment for structural dissociation, dissociative amnesia, and DID for the past year. And I said,
oh, man, the push
okay,
pop action.
what type of treatment do you offer here for dissociative disorders? She moved her arms over from the computer, got closer to me to look me in the eyes. She said,
no.
I believe it is not real. It doesn't exist. It's the result of PTSD, specifically sexual abuse in childhood.
S abuse.
And is the result of horrific coping skills.
I mean, like, is that wrong, though? Is that wrong? I just don't know if that's wrong at all. Yeah, it's bad coping skills. It's you making up all this nonsense. I mean, shit, I guess some people do religion. I guess this is an option.
In response to PTSD.
Mic drop moment. Okay, that was a bit of push pop. Now I'm having the high chew.
I've been oh my god.
Okay, like I'm not not a bully stream, you know, obviously. I'm not gonna bully people. And I would never do that, but like, you know, if oh yeah, I can't play multiple sounds at once anymore. Right, that's unfortunate. Well,
Bring skills. I've been oh my god.
See someone that you know, and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that
The
you're
number
fine,
one
when you're
thing
not
you are
really
supposed
fine,
to
but you
do
just can't.
as a therapist, as a person.
what's it,
Oh my god.
wait, no. What was the original meme gonna be? Because I saw that one and I got distracted. Oh yeah.
I've been oh my god. The number one thing you are supposed to do as a therapist, as a person, when you are interacting with someone with a dissociative disorder, is to validate their experience.
Are you sure? No. Are you sure that it's good to just continue telling them Santa's real, basically? Is that what you're saying? Uh-huh. So you didn't want the truth then, is what you're basically saying. You went in there to be told what you already know and have your thing confirmed for you and feel validated. All you people always want is to be validated. Every time it's this, please God, someone please understand. Everyone, not even someone, everyone has to understand me and know who I am and validate me. And they have to tell me that it's okay that I'm who I am. Because I don't feel like, I guess, that I'm okay with who I am? I don't know. Here's a strawberry high chew. Oh. Oh, that's really something. This is a cut above Starburst. Holy hell.
Because it makes sense. It makes sense for someone who experiences significant trauma, for their nervous system, for their brain, for their inner experience, to protect them by literally saying, this is so hurtful, this is so
Literally.
much, I have so much trauma, this is too much experience, break off from it. That makes sense, that happens. Keep in mind, she specifically works in trauma.
I mean, I can see that is what led to this, but that doesn't mean that it's a good way of dealing with your problems. And maybe the fact that, like, these people are so self-absorbed as to be like, no, this person whose job it is to know these things has to be wrong. And I have to be right. And then there's this person down here, this 6,000 like comment, this echo chamber bullshit that just reinforces their bullshit. Oh yeah, doctors just don't know anything. They don't know anything. The TikTok individuals, they know. They know.
And she looks me dead in the eyes and says,
Dead in the
that
eyes.
doesn't exist.
How could this happen to me?
A psychiatrist.
Man. What our headmates look like when versus when no need for that. Oh god, it's Mikey. Ray. Uh-huh. Oh god. It's like, it's just you. Oh, you put on a fucking wig. It's just you. I mean, I know somebody once told me, oh yeah, sometimes I put on a blonde wig and I go around town and like people don't know it's me. And like I act different, you know? And like I'm like struggling to understand this as a concept. But I think I understand that, just a little bit of like role playing. Like I'm gonna go out and pretend I'm someone else a little bit and role play, and nobody's gonna know it's me and whatever. That's kind of fun. That's basically what what this is, but this is just like the extra bullshitty version. Where they have to like pretend it's a whole thing. Man, I really like these high chews. It's a shame they're like they come at a premium compared to the Starburst, it seems. Drag is fun. Blonde claw arc. Yeah, I guess I bring it on myself by saying I know someone who once told me. That does sound like the, oh yeah, a friend of a friend. So, I guess that's fair. 3 signs. What is this? You have a damaged dopamine. Okay. Deleting System 32. What?
32. Just to see what happens. If you don't know what System 32 is, it's basically a file that is necessary to the running of the operating system.
So this is just, okay, this is somebody actually deleting it. The laptop won't let him. Right. Wow. That's stupid. There are ways to delete System 32, bro. God. These people come along. Yeah, I tried to delete it. I tried to click on the folder and delete it, and it just wouldn't let me, bro. Yeah. No, I believe you. Yeah, no, that's impenetrable stuff right there. How to know if you're a system.
How do you know if
So, off topic with the video, but I think I might be a system. I have a lot of the signs, and I had a rough... How to know you're a system, okay.
your system? Well, I am not a professional or a counselor, but here's some places to start. First thing you're going to do is make a symptoms list. Just write down everything that you think might be relevant as it comes up. Amnesia is often a pretty big deal for systems, so writing things down will help a lot. Next, you're going to do some research. Here's all the things I think you should look into. Learn the symptoms of and differences between all of these, and remember that you can have more than one.
Okay. So research these, but does that mean research them on TikTok though? Because like research, I mean, whenever it's like, oh, research this thing, you're just looking. It's a confirmation bias situation. You know, now we're doing cookie dough bites. Fudge brownie cookie dough bites, by the way. Double chocolate. Exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. But, yeah, I mean, telling people to research stuff, I mean, that doesn't mean that they're going to research it and come to the conclusion that is the conclusion. They might just find selective things that, you know, reinforce their existing conclusion.
At the same time. Especially look into what counts as amnesia, because that was a pretty big turning point for us. Like how Grayout said emotional amnesia are a thing. If you have the resources, try to find a therapist who is specialized in dissociative disorders, or at least one who is trauma-informed. Here's my favorite resource for finding them. Also make sure that they're a person-first type of therapist who will believe what you say about yourself, because medical gaslighting is a real issue. And remember, at the end of the day, figuring out whether or not you're...
I mean, but like... I know people who are in, you know, situations where they go to the doctor and the doctor's like, well, even though you're in lots of pain and you have all these problems, we can't find anything wrong with you, and it must be like you're making this up or something. I don't know. But like, this is a thing where, again, a lot of this is just candy brain bullshit. Take it back to Fido a little bit. It's all this candy brain bullshit. You just make up your little fake system thing, and then they're like, yeah, that's not real. And then you're like, how dare you tell me that the thing that I made up isn't real? That's literally gaslighting. Oh my god. Oh my god. For real, no cap. On God.
System is supposed to help you. You're allowed to make mistakes along the way. What's important is that you have a better understanding of yourself, how to get help, and how to heal.
The lady said to find... lady, you know, whatever. I'm sure that's a horrible thing to assume, but this person, yeah, just said to find a doctor that agrees with you. Find a doctor that basically just tells you what you already know. Why do you even need to go to a doctor? What? I guess so they can treat you and give you some kind of medicine for it, I suppose. I guess it is a thing of, like, I want to get, you know, I want to get some sort of treatment for something close to what I have, so I need the doctor to believe me so that I can, you know, get that, I guess, maybe. It's like, maybe you think that getting a certain type of drug will help you. And that may be, but, like, you could also go there and let them actually diagnose you and then give you what you actually need, which may be that drug or it may be some other thing. Oh, the fudge brownie cookie dough bites, way better. I mean, like, you know, what was the other one? Like chocolate chip? Yeah, it's fine. This is the real shit. I'm a system. Oh my god. Oh, okay, okay. That's fine. We don't need the song. I'm sure the song is mayhem. But, what is this person? What is this person wearing? It's like a fucking, I guess they're just in a blanket. They've got their blankie going. Oh. Okay, this is I can't deal with this. I can't deal with how fast moving that is. Like, I can still hear how insane the music probably is. Just like I'm imagining how bad the music in that thing was. Tell me you're a system without telling me you're a system.
Tell me you're a system without telling me you're a system. I'll go first. Hey, I thought you said you lived alone. Yeah, I do. Why? Why are there 6 toothbrushes in your bathroom? Yo, could I have some of that fried rice in your fridge? Oh no, that's Iris's. I thought you said you lived alone. Oh, yeah, I do. Hey, what's your sexuality? I'm, gender fluid? Hey, would you mind grabbing my drink?
What? I guess that's like the joke is that there's... I don't know, man. Why do they have to change the term gender identity to... So, can we acknowledge that, actually, real quick? This part?
Oh, yeah, I do. Hey, what's your sexuality?
So isn't there a difference, once again, like, we're not even trying this time, but isn't there supposed to be a difference between sexuality and gender? I guess gender identity is different from gender also? Is that gonna be the cope? Like, is there a difference or isn't there? Are there 2 sexes or are there 15 million bajillion infinite biological sexes? Or is that gender? Is that a different thing? Or why are we interchanging these things that apparently mean different things? Is my thing. Is if there has to be a difference between sexuality and gender in our terminology that we use. And fucking gender is supposed to be a spectrum or whatever. Then why are we interchanging gender identity with sexuality? This is extremely confusing. This is... I need certain LGBT people to understand, for straight people, watching stuff like this is like listening to somebody try to explain stuff from, like, Metal Gear Solid. You know what I mean? Like, I guess eventually if you research it enough, it makes sense. But, like, it really doesn't also, and it's also really dumb, and, like, any of this out of context is just ridiculous a lot of the time. Like, I'm sorry. I'm just saying. But I don't even know what that has to do with the fucking thing we're looking up. We're looking up DID alter systems. Meet our alters over here.
Hi, I'm Bunny.
Hey, I'm Z. What's up? Hi, I'm Oliver. Hey everybody, I'm Ben. Hey!
For God's sakes. Are these even the same people? I guess. This looks like a different girl. Yeah, these are 2 different people? What?
There I am, Malachi. What's up?
Hi.
Yeah, those are definitely two. What the fuck is happening?
I'm Echo.
Hi.
Oh, is this okay? This is a joke. This is a joke. People are making. Okay, this is a joke. Right. All right. Cool. Very good. Not that anyone could ever fucking tell without the context of like knowing all this shit. God.
Yeah, so let's actually give a timeline to this person faking having DID. And all of the videos that we have made in regards to their content are still up on our account.
Oh my god. So this person is faking DID. But like, these people need to understand also that it's very difficult for me to hear somebody refer to themselves as we without thinking of either Venom or Gollum. One of those comes to mind. Both of them, really. Both of them come to mind. I don't know if that's the goal.
But I cannot say that all of the videos that we're going to be talking about are still up on their account. So the first time that I responded to this creator was in July of 2022. They had made a video claiming to be an endogenic system, and
thank you, Bane, for dealing with the funny Dundee over in chat.
And they said that the reason this was
that was a stupid one. Funny Dundee? What was that? Dundee? I forget what I said before. Hibbledy Jibble. That was a good one. I remember that one because that was good. Funny Dundee. I don't know what I was thinking there.
Was because they're indigenous and ancient indigenous civilizations.
What?
They said that the reason this was supported was because they're indigenous and ancient indigenous civilizations believed that people with DID had multiple souls in one body and that it wasn't trauma based. I made a video in response stating that that just wasn't true, that they
oh my god. I love the concept of I love the idea that it just ends there. They told me about native beliefs and ancient Cherokee rituals about yada yada yada, and I just told them that that wasn't true. I'm sure that maybe they got their info wrong.
Couldn't be using the understanding that ancient civilizations had because they didn't have the same understanding of complex psychology that we have today. And I
Right, yeah, they didn't have TikTok, right? It's a good point, yeah. Yeah, they really didn't know what they were talking about.
I listed a bunch of reasons, so if you want that video, I'd be more than happy to tag anybody in it. And so I pretty much said that they couldn't hide behind that excuse because it wasn't a good excuse, they were just faking a disorder. And so
yeah. Your DID is wrong, and my DID is right. Someone points out, she's talking about the two-spirit thing with First Nations people. Yeah. I didn't finish it, but I started watching the show Legion a while back. Great show. I really should have finished it. Probably will finish it eventually. But that show had a character, I believe the name was Carrie, and they were either like a young native woman or like an old white guy. And it was like a two-spirit, two-body thing. I think they were both... I don't know, it was weird. I remember that was the only thing I've ever seen that ever really covered that as a concept. And if you don't know, Legion is related to X-Men, so it's kind of like superhero bullshit a little bit, but it's very minor. It's a fantastic show. It's a fantastic show. But yeah, that was the show that did that a little bit, and I remember that was like a thing where I'm like, okay, I guess I kind of see what you're going for. That's a religious belief, you know. But it's like, I don't know. I'm not First Nations. As far as I know, you know, I don't really look that way. I might be Métis or something. I don't know. But I don't think I'm First Nation. I don't know much about. I saw the First Nations wing at the museum yesterday, but I don't think I know that much about First Nation stuff. You know, but it's like it still strikes me. It rubs me the wrong way. That these people are trying to, like, co-opt, you know, essentially a religious belief into being this whole, like, gobbledygook, hibbledy-jibble online, terminally online nonsense. You know, because that's... Let me take a look at you. Okay. Yeah, no, we're still just doing that. The TikTok Hitler. I'm aware. I don't know if he's still around. Somebody says they don't doubt the fact that these people are mentally ill, but it's so irritating to watch them pretend they have rare disorders / disabilities. Yeah, I got a rare one. I pulled a shiny DID.
The response to us was pretty much that we were racist and bigoted and that we shouldn't have a voice in the DID community because we're not understanding indigenous people, that they were indigenous and they were being a victim of racism by us. And I'm not going to sit here and say whether I believe they're actually indigenous or not because it is not my place as a white person to say whether they are. But I stand by my belief that you cannot use the understanding that ancient civilizations had as a means to diagnose yourself with a trauma-based disorder.
I mean, I can say exactly the same thing about you shouldn't use random 12-year-olds on TikTok. I'm sure there was more to it than that, but like those people probably have, and that is very insulting to people who believe in that stuff. It seems it's so obviously like dismissive a little bit of like, no, you shouldn't use that ancient wisdom. We're cool and better now. Religion's like gay, bro. Like, what is this? Like, I'm just so understanding of everybody's identities, but if you're like First Nations and you believe in that cringy old stuff from the old days before the internet, that's lame. Amazing.
I then found this creator again in September when they were claiming that their therapist medically recognized them as a DID system without trauma. And so I made a video more or less mocking them. I do know for a fact that that video has since been taken down. But there are also people in the comments of that video that I had made who also talked about seeing it.
Just ignore the spam. Just try to talk around the spam. They'll tire themselves out eventually.
Although it wasn't a direct stitch from their video, unfortunately.
This person is a Nier fan. I'm just noticing the name is Project Gestalt. I think it's Devila and Popola in the avatar. Pain.
But there are more eyewitnesses in the comments that saw that video as well. I then quoted a bunch of studies talking about DID origins, how it forms, and the theory of structural dissociation. Upon reading these comments, they immediately responded to me by saying that they weren't actually endogenic, that they had made it up, and they were actually traumagenic. They said
oh my fuck, I'm done. I'm done with this video.
Hi, I'm Bunny.
Hey.
This is a joke, okay. Based on how much I want to hang out.
Hi, I'm Bunny.
For fuck's sakes. What the fuck is this? What? The nurses said that they called security and I had a full-on mental breakdown and I called my mum. The security were coincidentally dealing with something else, but the nurses said that after the security would deal with me. And so thankfully, my mum saved me. She drove us fast. How old are you that you need your mommy to save you in this situation? She drove as fast as she could and came just before they came and stopped them from getting the security, which I'm so thankful for. The children's ward didn't accept me because they're scared that I'm going to get attached to people or something, which isn't a valid. Why are you scared of security? What did the security do to you when the nurses called them? I can't say on TikTok, but it's very horrible and traumatic. Well, I mean, I ain't reading all that. I read the caption. I still don't really understand.
I don't say that about you. Why would you say my life is privileged?
I'm privileged.
Okay, that's fine, but why would you...
God, I hate this fucking shit. How our solar system works. What is this? No. This is this person again.
Comment reads, do you think you can help me understand DID better? My friends have DID and it's hard for me to understand. I will do my best, my friend. So starting with how it's formed, everyone starts off with these multiple ego states, and in healthy childhood development, these ego states fuse into one unified sense of self, one unified identity.
Oh, God.
And in
So do we have any psychologists in chat? You know? Like, cause this... I just don't know about this. You're talking about the ego states. And like... I just don't know if that has to do with this, ultimately. Or if that's not just like a thing you notice where it's like, oh, there's multiple things and they, whatever, something.
In systems, in DID and OSDD systems, trauma at a young age causes these ego states to not fuse and to stay separate, and they then develop into alters. This is the brain's way of coping with the trauma that it's going through. In DID systems, these alters are going to have amnesia walls between them, which...
Well, I think the ego states thing means like, what, id, you know, ego, id, what is the other one? Ibid or something? I think that maybe means that, I guess.
Is that some of the alters are going to remember trauma that's happened, and other alters are not going to remember it. So alters are their own individual identities, right? They have different likes and dislikes, different opinions, different preferences usually, etc. And different systems and different individual alters will have different preferences as to whether they want to be treated like their own individual people or like a collective.
My name is Mantis Toboggan. I'm a day-dem on TikTok.
Whole, and that could be for safety reasons, for comfort reasons, anything like that. So it might be good to ask your friends what they prefer to be treated like in that sense. Comment reads, do you...
You know, maybe this makes me an asshole, and that's fair. I kind of already knew that. But like, yeah, I just don't know, dog. I don't think I would really want to be friends with somebody who I'm constantly having to be like, hey, is it okay? Are you alright? Do you need your blanket? Like, I'm not a fucking, like, kindergarten teacher, you know? I don't need that in my life. Like, fucking grow up. I'm sorry. Just, like, get a fucking, grow up. For fuck's sakes. Just consult your friends about how they want to be treated. Yeah, I mean... I don't know. I feel like it should just come naturally in that regard. You shouldn't have to do a whole, like, are you okay today? Which altar is fronting? Like, fuck. That is so much shit, dude. Like, again, I'm just saying, from the perspective of somebody outside of this whole thing, I wouldn't really want to have to be around that person any more than I have to. That seems like a very high... Outside of the fact that all of this shit is annoying to me, that seems like a very high-maintenance person. I don't know. Bay systems. Got some shameless over here. Korean schools. This person again. What is this?
Hi, I'm Derek Bum. Say goodbye to Daily Stains and...
Okay, cool. Here we have Ezra Miller over here. Fronting Jonas. He, him. Day in the life of the DID system.
What up, it's Jonas, and we are back with another day in the life. We have already switched like 5 times today, so I'm guessing we're going to be really switchy, and we also have a lot planned, so just buckle up.
Hello, it's Jackson. I am about to get coffee with a friend from high school. I am super excited to see her. We've been super switchy today.
Now it's Jackson. So I guess the difference between Jonas... Jonas looks like DJ Orwell. Jonas looks like... Like what? You just have greasy, shitty hair as Jonas. And then as Jackson, you look like a normal person. I mean, more like a normal person.
About to get coffee with a friend from high school. I am super excited to see her. We've been super switchy today. Again. But it's alright. We deal with it.
I don't know. Why are these people rich, white American young people?
40 minutes.
Come here, baby.
What up, it's Jonas.
They even gendered you correctly. Isn't that nice? You know there's women in the world who can't drive? You know there's like child slavery in the world? That's a really good thing you live... It's a really good thing you wound up with the hitting the jackpot in the lottery. You know? Yeah.
It's 7:40 and I'm about to go hang out with some friends. I'm pretty excited. It's been a pretty good day so far. So yeah, let's hope for a good night. Hi guys, this is Iris.
No, it's Iris. At least this one, like... At least the names in this one make more sense. You know, Iris. Jonas. I guess those are... They're still kind of fuckboy names, but like... Yeah, I guess that's better. That's better than like Xandar. Or whatever.
Hey guys, it's Cameron and we're back home. It was a good day.
What up, it's Jonas.
Why do you need all of these different people? Again, most of them just look like you. This isn't some master of disguise shit. I mean, maybe you feel like you present yourself differently or something, but like, fuck. Ranking new metal bands? She's cute. Things I plagiarized in my essay. Turn it in. Me having mental health problems and... Okay, this sounds exciting. This is fun.
Hey, tu pourrais me montrer comment...
The fuck? What?
Hey,
Why is this happen? Why am I getting French bald-headed Eggman guy? What is this shit? I didn't click on that shit. Good TikTok. Yeah, it's this. It loaded this for some reason. Okay, what the fuck? It's just not giving me the things that I'm clicking on at this point. This is really an unfortunate situation. Create with OMG. Yeah, where's the... Yeah, here.
Oh, that's a good question. So yeah, I think I did mention this the system analyst job.
That's not even what we're talking about. God damn it. God damn it. The wig looks... Okay, bro, but then Alice switched in. Oh my god.
I did not know.
Right, yeah, right. I can't click on right, TikTok is great. Good app. Yeah. Good app. Yeah, got it. Yeah, cool. You updated your fucking guidelines. You didn't... Got live stuff? Oh, I'm good. Top, I guess we can only do top videos, top TikToks. Top, right. New metal bands, right. Where were we? Yeah, I don't know about systems at this point. Maybe, disassociate. Yeah, we'll do this. Oh god. It's all this guy. Why is it all this guy? Who is this guy? Why is he all over this thing?
Hey everybody, it's Asher. The best alter. And about 5 minutes ago, we started rapid switching, so we're gonna make a switch log. It is 10:56 right now. Hi everybody, it's Art. It's 10:58. I got triggered out by a blueberry pie. We are very trigger sensitive right now.
Okay, this is the next generation is doomed. Who believes this? All of a sudden controlling DID is so easy. It doesn't work like that. Well, I mean, if that's the problem, no. The next generation is doomed for a lot more reasons than just, you know... Oh god.
Hey,
I think I've
it's
seen this guy before. I'm pretty sure I've looked at this guy on a stream before. Yeah, I got triggered by a blueberry pie. That's right. That seems like... Obviously, you would assume that that is not a real thing that somebody...
I got triggered out by a blueberry pie. We are very trigger sensitive right now. Hey everybody, it's Chris, and it is 11 a.m. and I got triggered out because I'm supposed to put out a video. I think that's why I got triggered out. I don't know usually why I get triggered out. The others know a lot about their triggers. I don't.
Hey everybody, it's Alex. It's 11:07.
This is... You know, I guess I respect the hustle. If you gotta do it, you gotta do it. If this is what gets your channel with views, this is your like gimmick, is pretending you got triggered by a blueberry pie. Like, I guess Godspeed, you know? I guess if that's what's bringing in the clicks, then go for it.
But in the last couple minutes, Asher switched in, and then Chris switched in, and then I switched in. There's a lot of people in the front room right now, but everyone seems to know what's going on, so that's good. We're lucky our communication is so good. Some systems do not have that.
Hey guys, it's 11:10. It's Chris. We're not doing good.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. You know, if this is supposed to be a joke, because it sure seems like a fucking meme. I can't get over I got triggered by blueberry pie.
This isn't good. Hey, it's Alex. It's 11:12. I'm gonna try to slow down the switches. I think it's time we use our grounding tools.
Hey, it's Chris, and we couldn't find Alex's grounding tool, so we
God.
grabbed mine. Mine's an infinity cube. Hey everyone, it's Asher. It's 11:15. Chris can't stay grounded. I don't know why we tried. He can never stay grounded. So now I'm gonna try to get out.
Grounded.
Let's go.
Hey, it's Alex. It's 11:20. I got triggered out because we need to do the litter box, and that's one of my roles.
I just... There's no way that this is a real person. I mean, even if it's not a parody, there's no way that that's... Why did I look up... This is so... Why is every post from this one guy on this whole hashtag? I don't think there's a single thing... Oh, there's a one other person.
Oh, so you guys have like an all-knowing, omniscient god in your system who could destroy it at will and like was like one of the first ones? Yeah. His name must be something like really cool then, right? Like Kronos or like Hades or something really cool, right? He's a white boy in a hoodie and his name is Ethan. Oh, so you guys have like an all-knowing, omniscient...
Okay, cool. I mean... That's funny because, you know, for the most part with these people, it's not, you know, something so simple. It would be something like Kronos or whatever. It would be some nonsense. Oh, this is gonna put us in our place. That me pointing out how impossible this is to read, and like if you read like the fan fiction that I read that tried to be they them in a sentence with other people who were referred to as they them, like as a group, like a collective of people referred to as they and them, as you do refer to a group of people, and then also referring to yourself in that same sentence as they them. Real confusing, you know? So your answer is, oh, because you're multiple people, right? That's right. Are you multiple people? Yeah, because you are multiple people, right? So, I mean, tell me that this is helping. I guess this is just a little funny joke for people who are both like fucking they them and also a DID system. This is a funny joke for that because it's like haha, yeah, I am multiple people. Doesn't seem that I don't know. I just don't know. That doesn't seem great for people who, you know, people who don't view themselves as multiple people, but maybe do use the they-them thing. Again, I feel like that's easy to see how that might upset some people. Switchy as fuck. Texas is way too... Yogurt? His name is Yogurt. Oh my god. It's heckin' Yo-Yo. He's an Arctic fox and it is too hot. What the fuck is this? Is this a joke? Is this one a joke? Holy shit. Holy shit. Is this one a joke? I'm so thoroughly fucking beaten down at this point. Like, is this a fucking joke? It's baby person. Is this a known person? Should I know who that is? What's the sound? Okay. That's great. It's too hot. Yeah, wow, it is so steamy. The only thing hotter than this is feminism. Okay. I told an endo to not interact with me because they're spreading misinformation about it. Okay. Okay, no need for that, I guess. Someone roast this endo. Couldn't find the account, so there's like a hate mob triggered and sent toward this person, I guess. What's an endo? A person who believes that they don't need trauma to become a system. Endogenic. So we have to fight, like, even, like... Do we need more division? Can't you people all just fucking get along? Can't you people in your stupid nonsense just at least find some fucking respect amongst each other? You really have to fight about the different, like, types of fucking systems? And, oh, you believe that you're a true scum, endogenic. Like, God. Where is mommy? Where is daddy? Alright, this is South Park, right. Oh yeah, this is supposed to be a South Park character. This is people... This is, again, the people who, like... somehow watch a show like South Park and yet have the thoughts that they do, somehow. I don't understand how that's possible. I don't know. I don't know. South Park seems like a show... Just the number of people who genuinely ship these characters and apply their own, like... what we've seen from a lot of this, like, fanfic and TikTok stuff, a lot of stuff is these people who will, like, apply their own problems to fictional characters. And just be like, I have an eating disorder, so I'm gonna make a thing where Meg Griffin has an eating disorder, because I like Meg Griffin, and I guess I identify with Meg Griffin to some extent. So she's gonna be that. And it's the same thing with these people, where it's like, well, I'm gay, and I like fucking Tweak and Craig, so I guess I want to fuck Tweak and Craig now. You know? You know, like, and it just becomes this whole thing where they take it too seriously, and it's like, I don't know if this show was meant to be taken so fucking seriously. I just don't know, man. Fucking South Park people.
In a straw hat.
Never mind. I just pretend to be other people as a coping mechanism. I get frequent headaches, but they're from stress. I haven't heard voices for a while. Vermin trying to justify to our system friend why we don't have DID. Okay, so it's not DID, you're a system. It's completely different. There's like... Is that like a dolphin tattoo? And of course you have clown makeup. And you have short hair, obviously. Like a fucking buzz cut. Yeah, there's like mermaids or something on her fucking face. Is it like painted on stubble too? I don't know, man. I don't know. Me when I see a system without an older system. Let me be your protector, Discord kitten. Margareth. Vermin and that was vermin before, right? Things I think that may be related to me possibly having DID, hearing voices, randomly forgetting where I am, random memories that I don't remember making, waking up and not remembering what happened the night before. A duel? Doodling stuff. So you hear voices. Like, they're having actual problems, supposedly. I mean, supposedly, if this is real, I mean, to the extent of they're actually hearing things, they're actually having hallucinations. But of course, because the doctors that they go to probably won't agree with their reasoning for why that's happening. And, you know how, like, the fucking... I don't know. I don't know who's to blame for the voices, but it's probably not their fault. You know, the doctors would trigger them if they told them that, you know... I don't know, so we can't get an actual diagnosis, so we have to do this. I mean, that's, again, assuming that the fucking hearing voices thing is even true. I don't know about that. Was Stace... More fucking... Oh, God. More South Park shit. Mahogany system. A lot of the same accounts. Who is this?
And my response is basically,
audio.
I wear
There
too
is
much
audio.
makeup. Someone we know just said that I wear too much makeup for someone my age. And my response is basically, I wear too much makeup for any age.
Huh.
Doesn't matter that
True.
I'm technically 54.
Technically.
I'm not subtle. And I don't know how to do makeup. Not really. I'm playing because we're now allowed to.
I guess.
I like it, so I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, you can do what you want, obviously. I guess.
I wish I'd had a normal teenage years.
See, but like, this is what I'm saying. This is what I've said before. Why would this ever end for people? Why would we ever... Because people are always like, oh, they're just young, they'll snap out of it. Look at this person. This is the person who's in their 50s. Who, you know, glommed onto this, and maybe they believed it before and whatever, but it's like... It's not like you grow out of it. There's a community of older people that believe this shit, too. And there's always going to be people that are reinforcing your shit, so there's never any reason for you to grow out of it. The idea of, like, oh, they'll just grow out of the system thing. They'll grow out of trying to shift to fucking Hogwarts. Why would they? When people like this exist, and it's like, well, clearly, this is not just a thing that's exclusive to, you know, like, people like me who are young, affluent white people in America. This is also, like, fucking, all these, you know, there's older people. I don't know. There's no reason for them to ever stop believing in this shit with people like this running around.
I got to experiment and learn techniques and all that stuff. But maybe that would have just made me boring as a 54-year-old. My makeup's very orange today. And I like it.
Good. Glad for you.
I'm sure plenty of people will say it looks terrible. And plenty of people will say at 54 you should be subtle.
I mean, this seems... You know, this is a nice mindset to have, maybe, and, you know, live being like you. Be yourself and all of that. But I don't know, it sounds like cope, doesn't it? It does sound like cope. It sounds like, I don't mind. I'm not upset about it. Like, I mean, it does seem that way to me.
Refined.
Who is this account? What else do we have here? New Zealander, DID system, passionate nerd. When you switch, do you have trouble with body, like moving or vision problem? Takes a moment to adjust to being there. Oh, but we're not playing this one? Good. That's cool. That's what I wanted.
We switch really easily. It's a smooth process. Unless someone's very resistant or the body is in high anxiety mode. But once we're in front, there is a process that we call fake fronting.
I mean, like, this person has Rogue from X-Men hair. Again, I guess it's like if you feel this way and this is the way to describe what your life is like, and you're describing what the process feels like to you, I suppose that's fair. But I don't know, all this stuff about like, oh, sometimes, you know, I'll shift and I just I don't know.
It's that moment, the moments of adjustment. The body feels wrong, and it's too old, too big. There are glasses on our face, and
listen, sweet Gypsy Rose in chat, I understand. I understand we shouldn't make fun of old people, but here's the thing. First of all, I don't think we really have been. But second of all, I'm a fan of Red Letter Media. So, there's not much you can tell me to convince me that making fun of old people falling down isn't funny. I'm sorry.
the gender's wrong, and often we don't have a clue what's going on. So there needs to be that adjustment. But at the same time, often we are around other people.
God, this
or
is
in the
fucking
middle.
boring. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. And then there's a million of this guy's fucking... Yeah. Alright, well that's dissociative identity stuff. What else do we want to do, chat? Do we have... Give me a suggestion. Give me a thing we can look at. Let me take a look at some super chats. $2 from some dip. I had SIDS as a kid. It's not a joke. Got better. Well, you got better from the death syndrome. Okay. $5 from Chemist S. No message, but thank you. $2 from Just Larm. Seriously, are you normal? Dogs eating dog 6. That's right. That's the quote. $2 from Shaft Slammer. It's reasons why you don't go to online therapists. Right. $2 from Some Dip. Candy. I hope you brought enough to share, Deadwing. I didn't, because I'm eating it all. I've already had all of the cookie dough bites. I'm now going to town on the high chews and the triple power push pop. Sorry. $2.20 from James Smith. Did you watch the One Piece live action trailer? I've watched it a few times. Yeah, like I said last night while we were doing the guitar thing. You know, I don't know. I think that if there is a way to do it in live action, it seems like they're doing it. And it mostly looks pretty good. Some of the sets look kind of like the set where Zoro is all strung up by the Marines. It looks a little phony. It looks like a high school play a little bit. And the costumes do have a bit of a, I mean, not even the costumes, the hair mostly has a bit of a cosplay feel. But the casting is all really good, and I don't know. I'm a lot more positive than I am negative. I felt like there could have been a lot more problems. Buggy looks great, man. I'm digging that. $2 from AK. I want to give these people my OCD. Oh, that would be yeah. Can we just donate our issues to these people because they want them so bad? That'd be great. 50 SEK from Bella Builder. I always wonder in like 10 years when these kids look back on this, will they die? If they will die of cringe. Well, I mean, we all do somewhat when we think of our, you know, cringy old history, our old postings on MySpace or wherever. So I'm sure this will be no different. But $2 from Chef Slammer. Any chance we take a break and watch Tommy Wiseau? Why would we watch Tommy Wiseau? What? I mean, why? Why him specifically? Like his YouTube channel or something? No, probably not. I guess there's not a chance of that. $2 from Stoner Matsu. And look up McLean Hospital DID for more. McLean Hospital DID. Or just type in right. Okay, cool. Hospital DID. Okay. Oh, okay. So I think this is a I guess some sort of a hospital did like a lecture about DID or something, and I guess it seems like a lot of these people maybe did not enjoy it or had some issues with that. McLean Hospital DID.
Hello, McLean Hospital. My name.
Here's Tempest, they, them, addressing a hospital, which is probably the right place to be addressing this to. Yeah.
My name is Tempest, and I think we need to have a little bit of a chat. As of right now, when I just checked, it looks like you've actually taken that video down, but that's not what we asked you to do. We asked you to turn on your comments and to come out and face the consequences of your actions like a responsible institution.
Oh my god. So, again, I'm assuming that a whole lot of medical professionals put out some info. I mean, doctors aren't always correct. But again, there is this preening sense of like, no, I'm right. This is over. I am correct. Where I can't, I'm just sorry. I think I believe the professionals. This is the same thing as like anti-mask shit, isn't it? It's the exact same mindset. Like, no, we know more. I did research. You people are liars. You're all just trying to lie to people and spread false info. I know the truth. Doctors can't be trusted. You know, doctors will gaslight you. I don't know.
Something that you are very decidedly not doing right now. As a hospital, as a medical institution, you should fucking know better. Dr. Robinson, you stated that you cannot diagnose or undiagnose.
My entire personality is a TikTok filter. Yeah. Tempest, the person. I think you're actually right. I think like I read that as kind of a joke, but like no, I think you might actually genuinely be correct. This is Tempest, and maybe that is just literally I have these clouds surrounding me on my TikTok, so now I'm a cloud person.
Somebody through a video and in the same breath did exactly that. Your hypocrisy is incredibly obvious. And not only did you take creators' content and use it without their permission or knowledge to fake claim them to a group of professionals. Do your actions really live up to the code of ethics you promised to
This is 3 minutes. Holy God.
live under? Because I sure don't think so. Let me read you a little something one of our trauma holders wrote about your video.
Trauma holders.
It was actually
The way he described his patients. I mean, I haven't seen this video. I mean, what it sounds like is like, this is a medical professional who said that, yes, these people that I've clinically treated have a thing that I can diagnose as something close to DID. And then I guess maybe he was showing videos of people imitating DID, like these people, basically. He painted systems as constantly miserable, shameful, guilty people who want to hide themselves from the world. I mean, he 100% missed the fact that we are actual people with lives. I mean, I don't know about that. If they probably didn't miss that necessarily. What the fuck is this? Though?
It's still up. It's on YouTube, actually. You can just type that in and it should come up for you. Some of it's interesting. Some of it is really...
Yeah, so this is discussing specifically the self-diagnosed dissociative identity disorder. Yeah, this is what this is talking. This is a hospital discussing fake fucking disorder cringe, basically. This is an actual group of medical professionals being like, this is nonsense. And of course, that's war. You're taking, of course you realize this means war.
close-minded. The doctor's kind of arrogant. Interesting take nonetheless, but just remember it's one guy's opinion. Take it with a grain of salt.
One guy's opinion. One medical professional's opinion. Yeah. I don't know. Who to contact. So we're, again, this is like people trying to like dox this fucking doctor or whatever. Who do we contact? Can we get them fired? Or is there any way to get them fucking like deported from the US? Maybe he was born in Canada? We can get him fired.
Alright, I know I've been gone for a couple of days, but I managed to see the McLean video before the cowards privated it. And I was gonna do some cute frickin' skit about it and be like, oh my god, did you see the video? Be like, yeah, here's this information, but like, I don't know, I think this is too important for that.
Oh, it's definitely too important, Sister Friend. You gotta shout this one from the rooftops.
Dr. Matthew A. Robinson, PhD, at McLean Hospital in Massachusetts, I think Belmont. Yeah, so the thing about McLean is they are one of the...
So we are now, again, like, basically directing all the... It's like, this man is a public figure, but do not send any hate or harass... Like, it's that classic, oh yeah, I don't condone you bullying this person, but we're gonna clearly, you know, rile up a hate mob of people and directly address where they are and who they are and where they work and all of this stuff. What do you think is probably going to happen as a result of that? I don't know. Probably nothing good for that doctor. Probably nothing good for that guy who was just doing his job, reporting, as he sees it as a medical professional, a bunch of crazy people online pretending they have issues.
And trauma inpatient program. Dr. Matthew A. Robinson is the co-director of that inpatient program. Now, in the interest of not putting out misinformation, I did include the picture because I didn't get a good look at the presenter for the McLean video. However, you know, it is feasible that there's more than one Dr.
So we are, again, this is directly like, look, it's this guy. Everybody who you're, like, everybody, that guy you're mad at, it's this guy. And like, yeah. I'm not sure what video are you speaking about, but I live in MA and you should absolutely report him to the state board. I didn't even watch the video, but you're definitely right. And I believe, hashtag believe women. Hashtag believe systems. You know, just get him fired. Yeah. Just have this man's life work ruined because he said some things about people pretending to be sick on TikTok. Just have him fired, bro. Just report him to the state board. That's cool. That's cool. He gave a wildly irresponsible and academically lazy / sloppy presentation. Bitch! This guy this is this man's job. I don't think you are literally not qualified to say that he... fuck that. God, just rile up the hate mob. That's good. That's good. $2 from Fuzo. Don't forget, loud equals funny on Spotify. That's right. We're doing another episode in a little bit. We're going to be recording. $5 from Sheeta Skunker. We need to get Deadwing to watch the most infamous SML episodes in the future so he can get the full what the hell is this experience. I mean, I really don't have that much interest in SML, but I suppose if you want to do that, you feel free to. Put together like a playlist. Maybe I'll watch them on stream. That could be fine. $5 from Victor Martinez. I hope I never have to deal with TikTok people in my life ever, especially in my workplace. Well, yeah, you're gonna get fired for one reason or another because you looked at them the wrong way, and that was triggering, and that brought out their Karen altar. 50 SEK from Bella Builder. My brother has severe schizophrenia. It's pure horror. When he gets he gets put into care. No internet. Anyone who wants to be ill is an idiot. Yeah. Well, I mean, I've seen it before. I mean, I'm just, I've got the arm thing. And, I've seen people before who are like, oh man, I wish I'm transabled. I wish I could be an amputee. And that really does it does feel now at this point, it's old hat. It's like talking about attack helicopter gender. It's like, everybody's heard about the transable people or the fucking transracial, like Rachel Dolezal. It's like, it's an obvious thing to talk about. But those people do exist, and I mean, this is a similar thing. It's just a less visible thing. So therefore it's easier to fake and less obviously stupid when somebody tries, making claims like that. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bunch of shit. It's a bunch of shit. Here's more hate towards this doctor.
Be nice. I'm finding it.
Okay, no, it's funny. It's a meme. Okay. And again, now we're...
McLean Hospital, cute. I love the name.
Oh yeah, I'm pissed. I'm gonna be looking down at what I wrote and talking fast because I got a lot to say. Hello everybody, it's Zoe, and I just need y'all to hear me out for a second. That lovely...
I don't know. For some reason, I thought for a second that this person might have been normal. But then it was like, Zoe.
Magical human being you saw at the beginning of this video is Pink Sugar Fairies. If you don't know who they are, you should fix that, because they are one of the most genuine, honest, and kind DID systems on this platform. They have been nothing but vulnerable and integrous, sharing their story and fighting to break DID stigma, just an absolute pillar of the DID community, and the reason why I felt inspired to tell my story. So why do we care? We care because they were recently slandered by McLean Hospital, located in
So that person specifically was slandered?
Massachusetts. This hospital posted a video that included multiple diagnosed DID systems, fake claiming them, and spreading harmful misinformation. These systems' videos were ripped from their social media pages without context and without their permission and used to perpetuate a false narrative.
I mean, what is the context needed? I mean, they claim that they're a system. They don't... Do you even need okay, hang on. Oh, fuck it. God damn it. Oh, the push pop fell. Did it get stuff on it? No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So... What is it? McLean Hospital DID. And yeah, there's a re-upload of it.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Grand Rounds at McLean Hospital. My name is Vonna Davis. I'm a psychiatric nurse practitioner in psychology in the Department of Psychiatry.
So we get to this guy.
Our trauma continuum is transdivisional, both part of the Division of Women's Mental Health and the Division of Depression and Anxiety. And we help people at all stages of the recovery process.
I mean,
we're conducting cutting-edge research.
It's like pretty boring. I don't really want to actually get into all of that.
People identifying with the diagnosis. They can't imagine why anyone would promote their symptoms openly. The daily struggles and symptoms they desperately try to keep under wraps are being displayed in social media content, often in fun, playful, and engaging ways.
Yes. Okay, so as expected, this video is 100%... is probably going to be 100% right. It's just this doctor who has patients who actually have problems who, are, you know, is like, yeah, this is not helping them, and this isn't making them look good, and this is just fucking stupid. But, no, he's a monster. We need to get him fired.
This does not make sense to them. And it further...
Turn it up. It's up all the way, bro. I mean... It's like, your problem isn't with me, it's with the video. I'm able to turn it up more.
Uses their
No, I'm not. It's doing the thing where it doesn't work when I do that. Sorry.
Used and conflicted.
Sorry, quiet video. It's not my fault. Video is quiet. Look at the volume. Look at the volume. It is as high as it can go. I'm using the slider thing that I have, the extension. That's not even working.
Self and deepens their sense of shame. In the following video, we see a partner guessing which part or alter is fronting, and I'll say more about those terms in a bit. But I want to start by showing you an example of how online presentations contrast with what we know about our own DID patients.
Who's fronting?
Jay.
Yeah. Hey, who's fronting? Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Who's fronting?
So I don't know why this is in, like, horrible 1 frame per second vision.
Jenna?
Given that he looks okay, I would say that's his fault. Right, so...
Flashbacks or trauma-related memory. Asking viewers if they can identify the parts or alters, which they refer to as system members. Emotionally overwhelming.
It's a professional guy whose job this stuff is. Who's just like, this is a bunch of shit. This is garbage. Like, going through this. This is a based video, is what I'm saying. This video looks like it's perfectly based.
Trauma-related content. It serves to help a person shut off and compartmentalize what they are experiencing. DID is considered the most severe trauma-related dissociative disorder, and it's characterized by having recurrent gaps in memory and the recall of everyday events, important personal information, and even traumatic events from the past, and the experience of 2 or more distinct personality
So now we're getting into
states,
like
resulting in...
Now we're getting into the real of DID, you know. United States of Terror, Split, you know, chronic, whatever.
To provide food and shelter that they rely on for survival. It would be far too confusing and too difficult for a child to understand how the adult who provides that shelter and food is also the one who hurts them in unimaginable ways. And their survival depends on dissociation.
Yeah, and I mean, again, This is a person who's done their actual research. This is a person who's done actual research into this stuff, as opposed to this.
Hey, it's Art. It is 8:40. Asher was just out, and then I switched in. Might as well get another cup of coffee. People always want to know how we know who switches in and switches out because we do have amnesic barriers.
Huh.
I am gatekeeper of the system, so I am able to keep track a little bit. It doesn't always work, especially with backup house alters, but I'm usually able to keep track of who was out. I just might...
And the thing is, I think this guy is kind of parody or satire or whatever, or just trolling. But I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I might very well be wrong, though, and that's the thing, is, you know, this guy finds this, and this is more or less indiscernible. It's indiscernible from the other ones that are like this, that are real. So, I mean, this seems a little bit too weighted as being a joke, but...
not always know what they did. It is 9:30. We are going to play some Zelda with our son. It's Chris. It's about 1 p.m. I'm not entirely sure who's all been out, but we've been really switchy today. I'm going to have to ask Art because Art knows more than me.
Yeah, it's just this fucking nonsense.
Hey, it's Art. After we have...
gain. Usually it's for being in the sick role in some way.
Oh, this is a guy... Oh, this dude's selling his fucking merch. The A system. Right. So you can buy... System Spouse. The A System and Spouse is the name of the... Good God. So yeah, now we're getting into, is this just for personal gain? Are you just doing this to sell shit? Are you just doing this so people know, like, notice you? Yeah, we're on Cameo. We can book a business video for $500 on Cameo. My God.
From a sense of emptiness, and it can help avoid feelings of guilt or shame. The DID narrative helps these people explain frequent confusion about who they really are. Social gain can include receiving special attention or having people be infatuated with you.
And this is all, again, the real reasons why you might do this stuff. Getting attention, you know, getting people around you who are reinforcing your shit, you know, and you're performing it, it gets you more attention. You can make a brand out of it. You can put yourself on a t-shirt. You can have $500 cameos where you coax out your alters to give people special messages or whatever.
So again, thinking about social media and likes, that's very much...
I mean, that's enough of this, I think. That's fine. But that's basically what this video is that all these people are so upset about. So we kind of needed... We kind of needed that. McLean Hospital, do better.
I am upset. I am very upset because of something that McLean Hospital did. They posted a video. It was like a whole long lecture, an hour long, about how DID systems online are faking for attention. That obviously is very upsetting for a multitude of reasons.
That obviously is very upsetting. Me with neck tattoos and multiple face tattoos and fuckboy hair. Yeah, and multiple 700 bracelets. I've never ever wanted attention a day in my life as I speak to you on my TikTok.
I know
that's not true. That is not true.
People that were fake claimed by them. Not only is that individually hurtful, but it's hurtful to everyone in the DID community. They are perpetuating the stigma against us. They are saying that we're not real.
Bro, you are perpetuating the stigma against you.
Because we share about our experiences online, and we're not always super confused, super depressed. Like, they don't realize that maybe when you start to heal, you can maybe, your symptoms will maybe decrease, almost like they don't want us to heal, almost like they don't want us to get better, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, bro, big pharma. Once again, we come back to this, like no, they don't know anything. They're just big pharma's just trying to sell you shit. You know, what you really need to do is drink Jilly juice, and that'll make you better. What you really need is to fucking buy our Tesla healing med beds, and you'll feel better. Big Pharma doesn't want you to feel better. See, there's no money in a cure, bro. All they got is there's money in treatment. You know, it's this classic argument that you've heard a million times, and I mean, I suppose there's validity to it, but I don't know how much of an industry there is in, like, treating DID people, you know?
And medical professionals. We get fake claimed every single day. Like, at this point, it's like, whatever. It doesn't affect us that much. So you think I'm faking my DID? I literally don't care. I also just wanted to talk about this slide just from the video, from the lecture. I just hated it. So it says genuine versus imitated DID. In genuine DID, there is amnesia and identity fragmentation.
Look at the comments on the side. Yeah, there's a petition. Yeah. Check out Diary of a Systems petition in their bio to get this man's license taken away. We're going to literally we want to ruin this man's life work. This is extremely fucked up. Why is there not more people? Why are there not more people saying, like, I guess, oh, because he's a bad doctor, he's ruining people's lives, he's hurting them with his treatment. He seemed like a very understanding and compassionate type of person. He seemed like a nice guy. And so if your only reasoning for this is he's full of shit, you know, because my TikTok people know more about his profession and his, like, life's academic purpose, they know more about that than he does. Like, they've probably been alive less time than he has, and they've been studying this stuff in less professional ways, and, you know, without practicing it, and, you know, they you know, they've probably only been studying stuff on TikTok about all of these things, but they know, and this professional doctor needs to be fired, because how dare he? Just how dare he?
What? All of the systems that they fake claimed have amnesia and identity fragmentation. Like, yes, that's a part of genuine DID, but everyone who you mentioned in the video has that. Profound depersonalization and realization. I'm assuming that everyone has that too. Reluctance/ambivalence? What does this even mean? That is not a symptom of the disorder. Reluctance/ambivalence to what? Sharing our disorder online? Because that's not the...
I don't know. First of all, I'm not even... I realized I wasn't even paying attention to this guy talking, but... I don't know what fake claiming is, chat member. I saw the chat message. I don't know what that means. The people keep saying that. I've been fake claimed. And all this shit. I don't know if that means that, like, they're telling you that what you're saying is fake. I think that's probably... That sounds like what that means, probably. Contextually wise.
Profound depersonalization and realization. I'm assuming that everyone has that too. Reluctance/ambivalence? What does this even mean? That is not a symptom of the disorder. Reluctance/ambivalence to what? Sharing our disorder online? Because that's not the case. I guess we're allowed to have amnesia, but not amnesia for unacceptable behavior. That doesn't make any sense. Some switching is obvious, some switching is not obvious. Not every system is the same. Not every system presents in the same way.
So again, are we supposed to get this man fired because his, you know, he somewhat semantically might have made, you know, an error in his bullet points here? Like, semantically, I guess you can argue that he maybe should have worded this in a different way, whatever point he's trying to make. Is that why he shouldn't be able to work anymore? Is that why he should be on the street and his family should be poor and starving? Is that why? That's fair, I guess, yeah.
So, not everyone knows a lot about DID. Just because we have DID doesn't mean we know all the jargon, doesn't mean we know all of the words to use. And all of these things to fake claim us is just ridiculous. You're saying that we're not allowed to be happy. You're saying that we're not allowed to have fun. That the only way that we're valid is if we're depressed and sad all the time. That's ridiculous.
Okay, cool. McLean took down their video. McLean email, I'm not done. Oh, good God.
Okay, so I know I missed the McLean Hospital drama by a few days, but I'm here. I have receipts. Because the guy in the video, Dr. Matthew Robinson, I attended a panel with him on DID and self-diagnosis online.
Oh.
The panel that I attended was put on by the ISSTD, and I managed to get in for free because I emailed one of the professors who was helping organize the thing. Shout out to Dr. Bethany L. Brand.
So you've actually taught, you've been in the class or whatever. You've been near this guy. You're familiar with this guy, is what you're saying.
Yeah, there was a whole portion that Dr. Matthew Robinson discussed, and it was called Self-Diagnosed DID on Social Media. He said that research tends to lead to more questions than answers about self-diagnosis. He re-emphasized that DID is traumagenic, so not endogenic, iatrogenic, etc. Now, really, really note this part, because he said that while some social media presentations of DID can confuse people with it who are viewing it, you cannot diagnose/not diagnose someone via social media. And I made sure that he...
Yeah, what's your point? What? Why is that a gotcha? That was like a mic drop moment. She like zoomed in on her face. Like she was, oh, that's a great point. Yeah, you can't diagnose people on social media. That's true. And I don't think he was trying to do that. I guess he's saying like confirm that that you don't have that. I guess this is all coming down to this doctor saying that basically these people are faking. I mean, I don't even know if necessarily know if they understand that this is fake. I think that maybe they've been conditioned to think that this is how their brain works or something. Like, they're confused about themselves, and they just have all these idiots on TikTok babbling bullshit at them, and they're just like, oh, fine, I guess that's how my brain is. Yeah, I've got 75 fucking souls inside me or whatever. Like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. That's what people online told me. I did my research.
He answered specifically regarding that issue because I asked that question during the discussion. And that was his answer. You cannot fake claim someone based off of their presentations on the internet.
Oh, it's a gotcha because we can't... Oh, go fuck yourself. What? Like, what? He said that before? That's your word. First of all, that's your word against his, I guess. You're just claiming that, oh, I was with him at some point, and at some point, sometime, at some point, he said that you can't say that people are faking shit on the internet, and so therefore now he's saying that you can, and that's wrong, and he's lying, and he's bad, and he should be fired. And gotcha! It's like, I don't know, maybe he watched more of your fucking videos. You know? Maybe he watched a couple more of the videos and he changed his mind. I don't know.
The issue that is kind of at the core of this is that people with DID have a variety of presentations because DID is specifically tailored to each individual's brain, their specific trauma, their specific needs.
So you just have to believe everything that a person like you says, and just everything that I say is me, and it's true to me, and if you don't believe it, well, that's upsetting to me, because that's my truth, bro. That's my truth. Again, you exist in the real world. You aren't... No man is an island. No they, them is an island. And, you exist in the real world. You are a person who people are going to react to and interact with. I guess what I'm saying is, like, yeah, nobody cares about your specific fucking DID trauma. I'm sorry. I don't know. Like, what's your point? I have specific things, so it's not going to be the same for everybody? Well, okay. Why does it seem like there's a specific common denominator, though? Like, why does it seem like, yeah, okay, not everybody's gonna have everything. Why does it seem like a lot of the people who are faking on TikTok all have very similar definitions of what they've got going on, though? I mean, that's what it seems like.
Their experiences, any comorbidities that they may have, etc., etc. It's really complicated.
Comorbidities.
But most, not all, most people with DID tend to be very reluctant and ashamed and confused, and it tends to be a bit more hidden, stuff like that. However, and I made sure to ask this question too, it is possible for people to shed that shame and embarrassment, get through that confusion and be more open and talk about their experiences with DID online.
But like, well, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, you win. I can't deal with people like this. Just again, the actually girls that have to come along and like semantic at you about, you know, with their fucking Ronald McDonald hair. What is this? They were way out of line. Sure. Problematic opinion. They're hurting people, so it does involve us. Fuck them. Yeah, they're really torturing people. This reminds me of when Trump got elected, and it was like, they're gonna send right-wing death squads through the streets to execute minorities and LGBT people. And it's like, no. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. No. Yeah, these people are not strapping DID patients to beds and fucking, like, experimenting on them. I don't think that's what's happening. I think that's probably... I don't think they're hurting anyone, actually. I really don't. I really think this is hurting people a little bit. Do better! McLean Hospital, you have to do better. I'm so triggered by this right now. You need to do better!
Really quick before my kid comes out, because I have some privacy at the moment. There's a video going around in the DID community of McLean Hospital in, I think, Michigan, psychiatric hospital or whatever you want to call that, did an hour-long training about dissociative identity disorder. And
so again, look at this person. Does this look like the other people that we've looked at? Not particularly. And so again, what is up with the people that are like, oh bro, it's just a phase? Yeah, it's just a phase. No! Because it's people like this. It's grown-up people who find this shit and believe it. So why would the young people that believe it ever stop? It's just a never-ending spiral of people going, you are great, and everything you do is great, and you're right about everything you do. Yeah. Even though you're 47 and you're still clinging on to this fucking Santa is real bullshit.
Content creators from TikTok in their presentation, I'm going to assume without permission, because they essentially fake claimed them. And the gist of the hour-long training, which I watched, is that if you have DID, you are curled up in a ball in a psychiatric hospital and completely miserable 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and cannot function unless you have the...
I really didn't... I mean, I didn't watch the whole thing. But, like, that's not what I got from that. What I was getting from that was, you know, people who have problems generally aren't happy that they have those problems. And people who go online and make it seem all cutesy fucking fey gender fucking, you know, wearing sparkles in, like, your fucking white girl bedroom. You know, maybe that's just a little bit, you know, insensitive to the people who are genuinely struggling with these issues. And, you know, maybe that's not the goal of that. But I can imagine that that would be the end result, yes. I think that was the point that was being made in that video. Not that these people are, you know, helpless or hopeless or whatever, but more that this is kind of a fucking mockery of that. Once again, we've come to the same conclusion that we did with the gender shit last time. That, like, yeah, there are people that are actually struggling with this. And all of this candy cane fucking aesthetic Tumblr witchcore bullshit is just not helping, and it's making you all look like idiots. It's just making everybody involved in this look like a moron. You need to do better. You need to take care of your fucking community. And fucking deal with this shit. Swear to God.
Amazing and wonderful mental health care team at McLean to help you. And I just want to come on here and say that that's bullshit. There are very many of us in and around you in your community who are functioning just fine. And fake claiming anybody on TikTok or any other social media.
Are you functioning fine, though? Are you sure? Are you sure? Because once again, the point here is that Doing this shit is not the way to cope with your problems. You're not really functioning fine. You might think that you are, maybe. But again, a big part of this is that this is a bad coping mechanism. This is a bad way of dealing with your problem.
My platform is hugely problematic and harmful to the systems like mine that are maybe not textbook. And to have a mental health community, a pillar in the mental health community, talking as if the only way to exist with DID is in total misery and locked up in a hospital is...
This is absolutely not what they're saying. Like, is there no way to make your argument without lying? Is that what this is? There's just not a way to make your side look like you're right by, like, denying a medical professional who knows what he's talking about without just straight up lying about what he's talking about and saying that, yeah, they just want to strap us to beds for the rest of our lives and all this, like, insane shit. Which is very clearly not what was happening in that video. I mean, it's not the first. This isn't the first time I've seen a thing like this too, where it's like, oh, I guess the only way you can do this argument at all is just by, like, fucking lying about what the thing is that you're talking about. You just lie. As Jay Bowman once said, just trick them. What are they gonna do? Watch the video and find out I'm wrong? And if they do, they have confirmation bias mindset. They go in, they hear what they want to hear. They hear a couple things that make them go, oh yeah, you were right. Yeah, he's definitely said that. And most of the time, they aren't even gonna watch the fucking video. Just lie to them. Just tell them, no, yeah, just lie. Yeah, they want to just strap all DID people to beds and have them live in misery in hospitals. That's what they were saying in that video. Yeah, you know, I guess when you put it that way, we really should fire this dude. That is pretty fucked up. Yeah, no, you're right. That's a good point. We should fire that guy. How dare he say that? Yeah, no, you're on the money. Yeah, once you lie about what the problem is, you're right. No, that's true. That's a good point. You're right.
I don't even have a word. So I want to encourage everybody who's watching this, if you're a mental health professional, I need you to go to McLean's page and tell them to fuck all the way off on behalf of all of the DID systems that you know and love on TikTok. And if you're just a DID system...
Yeah, and this person over here is saying that they're deleting reviews on their Google page. Yeah. A bunch of, like, literally an angry internet hate mob fucking crying for blood. Like, with pitchforks and torches. Is out here trying to spam our fucking social media. Yeah, of course they're getting rid of that shit. Of course. This is the exact same thing as when a company, like, you know, when everybody starts spamming a fucking YouTube video about the Little Mermaid movie with, Ariel's black, that's stupid. It's like, yeah, they're gonna get rid of those comments. Yeah. Because that's fucking stupid. Yeah. That's not exactly... There's no point in leaving up just a bunch of angry bullshit. Just trying to start problems. Where, you know, problems that are seemingly based on nothing.
I want to encourage you to stay here. And to be out and to be vocal and to be living authentically. Because one of the reasons McLean is able to make the claims they're making is because there's not a lot of visibility for functioning DID systems. And we all know that social media is little tiny...
Okay, I want to point out a really good chat message too. Myriad Hughes. I love it too when TikTokers also discourage people from seeking assistance by making it seem like we're going to be locked in a padded cell and zapped by diodes too. Super helpful for mental health. Yeah. Yeah, let's just lie to everybody about what the actual professionals are doing. You don't need actual mental health. You don't need actual mental help. You don't need to actually seek out a real psychiatrist or anything. Because they're all just gonna fake claim you. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Just stay on TikTok for your mental help. For your therapy. That's good for you. That's good for you. That's a really good point, yeah.
Snapshots of our lives. And let us have our freaking joy. You know, let us have our moments of humor and... moments of connection with our systems and the people who support us that aren't...
Just let us be, like... I don't know. I mean, I'm sorry, but this reminds me of like an old V comic. I don't even think there was a specific one that I'm thinking of, but it's like that classic, like, why are you guys swimming in a fucking puddle of shit? What's your problem, bro? We're enjoying ourselves. Yeah, but like, why don't you just enjoy yourselves over there when you're not where you're not in the puddle of shit? Fuck you! Fuck you! You don't even know it's shit. You're not even in the puddle. You don't have any experience with the shit. We're happy to be in our puddle of shit. You fuck.
Balled up on the floor in misery looking to be hospitalized. We're allowed that. You're allowed that. That's it. That's the TikTok. McLean University, you should be, or hospital, you should be totally ashamed of yourselves.
Totally ashamed of yourselves. Yep. You should be ashamed. Absolutely. Mother of God. Still not gonna be silent.
Levels to it, you and I know, bitch.
Since you're not miserable 24/7, I've decided you're all faking this disorder. Again, just lie to people about what happened in the video. All the comments, honestly though, for real! Like, that's not the point. The point is that there's probably a lot of people who are actually dealing with these problems. Not like you, but actually dealing with them. Who are looking at TikToks like this and going, hey, this isn't a funny, cute, glamorous thing. I'm suffering. You know? This isn't a funny, ooh-woo, TikTok, fucking glamorous Instagram influencer bullshit. Fucking heart emoji filter bullshit. This is an illness that I deal with every day. You know? It's not glamorous. And all these fucking videos, all these buttered up, dolled up, gussied up fucking makeup fucking people on TikTok. Making it look like it's some kind of fucking thing that's, oh, I wish I was as cool as them. Like, yeah, no, that's not the point. It's not that you're not miserable 24/7, but again, just lie to people about what they said in the video. They won't watch.
Sit down.
Sit down. What's this?
When does the attack on being human end?
TV show, Being Human?
Because that's what they're attacking in the DID community. McLean Hospital and people like them.
They are attacking being human. They're attacking being alive. Being a human being who's alive. That's what they did in that video. That was a declaration of war against mankind. This is literally what they're saying.
They're not attacking our DID. They're attacking our freedom to have this disorder and also be human. Also be happy. Also process our grief in healthy ways, like buying a cake instead of self-harming. Like, you should see these people living their lives and be proud of them. But no, you're gonna take videos of people and put them in a fucking hour-long segment class to fake claim them,
fake claim
and use them to help fake claim everyone else. Fuck you.
Walk in the rain. In the rain. I don't know, man. They're attacking all of humanity right now. What's this?
Hey, Mia. I just wanted to say, everyone is valid. Don't listen to the stupid old white men.
Oh my God.
This isn't easy. Alright, back to you.
Like, chat. Don't listen to the stupid old white man who, once again, has probably been studying this his entire academic life. Don't listen to him. Listen to this lady. Yeah. Why would you listen to a white man? I mean, he's white and everything. And he's got a penis? I mean, that's basically, that should be illegal. I don't know why we haven't made that illegal yet. Frankly. And, like, he can't stand on his head. Maybe this is why she thinks these things, because all the blood is up here. Yeah, that's cool. Good. Fuck you, McLean Hospital. My God.
I love how everyone just wears their
Didn't
pajamas.
even click on the fucking right. Good. We're doing this again. Good. We're doing this again. Can't scroll down too far on TikTok, or we're not able to fucking click on videos anymore. That's great. We love to see it. Plural experience. What was the one? Was it I'm not done? No, there was one I was trying to click on. I can't find it now. God damn it. But there are so fucking many of these. Jesus Christ.
Hey, TikTok. I know that it has been a minute.
For another 3-minute fucking epic.
I also know that my
here.
hair's doing this thing I've tried. It's not... I can't do anything about it. So, I know that I said I was gonna make a part 2 to the
What do
whole,
you mean,
like,
fix my
McLean
sound?
Hospital.
What does that mean, fix? You can't just come in here and be, hey, fix your sound, bro! Do you comprehend that I'm not listening to what you're listening to? I don't hear my sound. So I don't know what the problem is with my sound. Just fix your sound! That's helpful. That's really helpful. Thank you, chat member. Chat member, you're so helpful. You're my favorite chat member. Just fix it. It's fine. Why does she look like pyrocynical?
Bullshit. And I guess this is what that is. I had to take a couple of days and talk to some people who were, like, physically in my presence so that I could just, like, rage quit before I tried to say what I feel like.
I feel like these people have been confronted with the fact that this is... Like, I think they know that this is real. They know that the video is right. And this is like... This person had to back out of the fucking internet for a few days. Rage quitting the internet. Like... Just this little piece of information has completely shut them down to the point where they can't even use the internet. I mean, this is unbelievable. Why are we supporting this? I just don't understand why. Like people know. People know that if you mother a child too much, then they wind up, like, you know, useless in the real world. So why do people do this? This is constant support shit. No. No. You need to run away screaming from the internet because somebody posted a thing that you don't agree with. A thing that, you know, challenges your views about your nonsense that your TikTok friends told you have wrong with you. Or whatever. You're just, like, so fucking offended by that. Oh my god. Like, I mean, you think you've got... If anybody here has, like, anxiety, you know, you have difficulty getting things done, you got stacks of fucking paperwork you gotta take care of and bills, and it's like, it sometimes things pile up, you know? Sometimes that's a feeling I have. That's a feeling I have, where it's like, I have trouble sometimes with, you know, big, important, serious shit that I need to do, because it's like, yeah, it can be difficult. But, holy god, if you ever feel that way, like, just look at some of these TikToks and see these people, like, oh yeah, no, somebody said a mean name, somebody called me a mean name on my DeviantArt, so I had to turn off my internet and age regress for 3 days and just eat nothing but Dunkaroos and watch Teletubbies. Yeah, that was the only possible way that I could pick myself back up again after the trauma that I was dealt. After the horrible abuse that was slung towards me on the internet forum Reddit. Like, man, deal with your fucking problems.
Like, needs to
this
be
is
said
not
in a
it.
semi-civilized manner for the internet. So I haven't bothered to learn the lecturer's name because I try not to learn the names of people who upset me to the degree that he upset me. And frankly, there was a lot of things that he said or implied that
Like, I don't learn the name of people that upset me. I have absolutely zero interest in hearing that person or what they have to say or understanding their perspective. I have no interest at all. It wouldn't make me feel Like, because they're scared, too. They're terrified that because they know that this is real. They know that that's a real person who knows what he's talking about, who's like, yeah, you're full of shit. And they know. And they know. And they're, like, terrified. So they can't engage with that. I have to hide in my head. I have to fucking run away from these people telling me these things that I know are true, but I don't want to accept it. I know that what I'm doing isn't helping myself, and that I'm more or less making a lot of this shit up. You know, allegedly. Most likely. Not even just this person, but, like, in general. That's kind of the vibe. And, like, you just need to shut that down. You can't possibly address that. Because then that would mean having to be like, oh, well, I guess actually maybe some of the shit that I believe is kind of nonsense and is not helping me, actually. And yeah, it's funny. It's weird. I'm still generally depressed and miserable, and being like this hasn't made me happier. Huh? Weird.
Upsetting to me, and my system. But 3 minutes is only enough time to talk really about one of those things, because it takes very, very long for me to be concise. So here's the thing: is that this guy
takes a long time to be concise.
Very much implied that the problem with having systems on TikTok making videos where they are expressing that they're capable of being happy for even just a few seconds at a time, is that them being able to be happy is upsetting to systems who have not yet figured out how to do that. Which, first of all, I don't think that's
That's right. People flaunting how ooh-woo special their mental illness is just upsetting to people who haven't figured out yet that they can do that. That's the problem. These people haven't... The people that are upset about us on TikTok, you know, ranking our fucking alters or whatever, tier listing our alters, our headmates in our system. Well, they're just upset because they haven't started their TikTok yet. You know, once they realize that that's the ticket to therapy and dealing with your trauma, now then they'll really have something there. Then they won't be so upset.
Bad thing. I'm gonna be perfectly honest and say I don't think that's a bad thing, because clearly this guy is not teaching his patients how to be happy being a system. So somebody...
Yeah, this person, like, it's hard for me to talk about this without having actually watched the video. It was too traumatic for me to actually watch it, so I have to just kind of assume what was probably said in there based on the lying that other people have done about the video.
Might as well do that. And in all seriousness, I feel like if life was going to teach this man anything, it should have been that telling people that have found a way to be okay for a few seconds at a time that it's not okay for them to be okay because them being okay makes people who aren't okay uncomfortable is not, like, that's not okay.
Oh my god, learn another word. Jesus fucking Christ. Holy shit. I'm not done. Huge transition. It's just music, okay.
So we just did a really big thing today. We launched something called the Refractory Think Tank. It is a community that is entirely comprised of mental health providers of different sorts who all have plurality, OSDD, dissociative identity disorder. This has never happened before. We have a lot of big ideas of what we want to get together and do, and I think we're working really well to make this happen.
So you're a system of systems, then. You're a group of people who all think that they're multiple people. That sounds pretty confusing. That sounds like you have to order, like, 30 dishes, and when you order fast food, it's like, well, we gotta get something for all of our alters.
Has been needed, especially after recent events like the McLean video, where non-lived experience clinicians don't seem to understand why that was so hurtful and why we would like a public apology, which is kind of a cornerstone of repair and rupture and mental health. So it's a little bit unsettling.
Public apology, right? You know, I mean, I guess there's something to be said for, like, yeah, it's difficult to, I mean, the one point, I guess the points that they have that are valid, to use that word, that great word, the valid points here, I guess, are that, yeah, you can't really claim someone, like, you can't diagnose someone on the internet. And so you probably also can't, it's like I was saying earlier, I don't really necessarily want to look at people faking Tourette's. Because, like, I don't have Tourette's. I don't know what it's like to have Tourette's. And so for me to look at somebody doing something and I'm like, well, that seems fake. It's like, yeah, it might seem fake, but it is different for everybody. And for some people, that just might be what they're doing in their video where they're shouting fuck in a public mall or whatever. That just might be how their very specific thing manifests. So, like, yeah, it can be difficult to outright say that, like, you know, all these people are faking. But again, I don't think the point is that they're all faking being sick or they're all just doing all of this for attention. It's more that they're, well, doing all of this for attention, but, you know, they have something wrong with them. Clearly they don't want to get actual mental help because if, you know, and like, there's a lot of bad doctors out there. There's a chance that a lot of the people who, you know, we're looking at here, maybe they've been in the mental health system and they've dealt with a lot of, you know, shitty doctors that gave them the runaround that didn't help them, that kind of thing. That happens. And so, like, you can develop a dislike, a distrust for you know, medical professionals, for doctors, and that's kind of fair. But I don't know. I mean, a lot of this, again, just does seem like, well, they didn't agree with me about my fucking headmates or whatever. And that's triggering, and I can't be their patient, basically. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of misinformation about this whole situation, it seems. Like, a lot of just, you know, telling people what the video was doing and what it was about. It's like the people that come along that try to tell me, like, what my politics are or how I think. And it's like, no, that thing you said is incongruous with what you actually believe. You're a liar, sir. I know what you think and what you believe, and what you said is wrong. You are wrong about that thing that you believe. I know what you believe. It's like, yeah, no, I don't know. Just like, I think they know, I think they might know a little bit better. And they're coming along. No, you are wrong. You are incorrect. It doesn't reinforce my bullshit. Oh.
For a lot of us at the top in the field, can't issue an apology. But we also want to show that, you know, we can be the experts in the room, even though we've been the clients. We have lived experience, which informs our work in unique ways. We want to collaborate and show that.
I mean,
we want to change the face of mental.
You know, I'll grant you that there is something to be said, you know, for somebody who's been living with an issue for a long time. You know, for somebody who's been living with this issue for a long time, they do have a lived experience, you know, which is something that I can't take away from them. Where it's like, yeah, you know, they've lived with this, they know what it's like, but by the same token, I mean, I don't know. That doesn't mean you're handling it well. Yeah, you've been living with it. You might be handling it absolutely poorly. You know, you might not be getting the care that you need. You might be getting, you know, care that's not helping you, actually. I don't know. Just because lived experience, this is studied experience. I think they're both probably kind of valid. But I would say the studied experience is probably still a little bit more valid. Yeah, I would rather listen to the composed professional who's studied this for many years rather than the person who, I mean, let's be honest here, has a mental health issue. And, you know, therefore is kind of a bit of an unreliable narrator. I mean, we all have mental health issues, but when it comes down to, like, I have 15 people living in my head and they all have different personalities, like, yeah, I just don't know if I can necessarily take your word for that as like fact. If we can write the book on your lived experience, you know, because I just don't know if you You might be experiencing something, but I don't know if you necessarily... None of us really truly know what's going on in ourselves. So why should you be any different? There's people that are struggling with their sexuality and their whatever other issues their whole lives, and they don't know how to come to terms with it. So oh, I have lived experience. Well, great. So...
health for dissociative identity.
Never mind. Yeah, I mean, this just continues. There's so many of these.
Hi.
It's the same person again.
So I came out as having dissociative identity disorder after like years of doing board work for ISSTD. I did stuff creating certain learning communities. I created 3. I worked on the guidelines.
Apparently she's a therapist, so I guess maybe, maybe this person knows more about what they're talking about, possibly. But I mean, there's a lot of people that, just because you're... I guess this person probably also has studied some of this stuff, so, yeah, I haven't. I'm not going to necessarily say that they're wrong, if they're also a therapist. I don't know how, necessarily true that is, but, yeah, I guess they worked for the IS whatever. It's probably some mental health related thing, I guess.
I was creating the new guidelines. I was doing so many things, and I thought, well, I'm doing so many things, it's safe for me to come out. And my clients, they need to see it like a role model. That's kind of a big deal. And but it was not safe. And when I came out, I got a lot of hostility. I've got a lot of recorded.
There's a lot of people that don't... I mean, again, there's a lot of evidence and people that just don't believe that this is a thing, though, or that it's not the same kind of thing that people say that it is. And, like, it's a situation where, you might, I guess, it might be a combination of things. You might also have schizophrenia that's also making you, have certain types of, delusions or whatever. But, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's really ultimately an opinion. It's a medical opinion, from that hospital, that university. It's an opinion. It's not them definitively saying that this is fact and that this is the case, absolutely 100, all these people are faking. It is ultimately their opinion. So I really don't know why people need to be fired over that. That's one way of thinking. If you want to view it this way, you could just be like, well, okay, we have a different way of thinking. And like, I don't know. I don't know why this needs to be, this way of thinking is unacceptable and harmful and dangerous. Like, I just don't think so. Pink sugar fairies. Yeah, I mean, that's the situation. The DID stuff. Interesting stuff. Let me see here. We've got $2 from John Smith. If Alts has Down syndrome, is it a system of a down? Oh, I don't think you're allowed to say that. I don't know. That's funny though. That's pretty good. $10 from Stylos Verk. I think I trust the doc more than the talk. Yes. Again, I mean, but yeah, there are probably people on TikTok who are also trained professionals to some extent. That lady says that she's a therapist. But you still have the confirmation bias of, I want my side to be right, I want to be right. And, like, you're going to structure your argument in such a way as to make that happen, it seems. Because people, I don't know, people are unwilling to ever just admit that they were ever wrong about something, or that maybe they're, oh, that's a new perspective I hadn't considered, yeah, if you think about it that way, like, that's weak. Like, you're weak. You're a weak bitch if you are talking to someone and you go, oh, actually, it's a good point. Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about it that way. So you can't ever show any weakness, and you have to be right always. Everything you say has to be correct, or else that would invalidate you. I don't know, man. $10 from Wiggly Fungus. I have to wonder if at a point, if when these people try so hard to feel they have this disease, that it screws with their own head enough that it becomes a reality that they will regret. Yeah, I mean, like... That's kind of the Tulpa thing, remember? Like, the guy who You know, basically fucking up your own brain to the point of, like, kind of triggering your own insanity, essentially. And triggering delusions that you can control or something. Which is, yeah, dangerous stuff, dangerous stuff. $5 from Victor Martinez. Gotta go to work now. Y'all have a great Sunday and Father's Day. Stay sane, folks. Well, yeah, a good Sunday, Father's Day and whatnot. You know, make sure that your dad doesn't get any good gifts or anything. Because he probably, I mean, most dads, I feel like most dads don't really want a good gift. You know, they probably, it's, at least my dad, I know a lot of people whose dad's like, yeah, impossible to shop for. He never wants anything. He never wants anything. It's like, yeah, I mean, you get him something like, make him some cookies. You know, that's the Father's Day gift. You know, something that they eat and then it's gone, and then it's not a thing of like, well, I'm never gonna wear that fucking tie that he bought me. That's ugly. This stupid tie. You know, I don't know. $2 from Dia Mirelis. Your mental illness is my fashion trend. And it's just so fey. $5 from Wiggly Fungus. You know, I understand how knowing you have a disorder or an illness gives validation of what's going on with you, but it is also supposed to help you manage. Yeah, I mean, again, it's like these people might not be curled up in a ball 24/7 and unable to function, but they are coping, you know, one way or another, and I don't think it's good. I don't think it's necessarily good coping. I don't think they're... that is another big part of this whole thing. It seems like the hospital is trying to be like, yeah, this isn't helpful to you or other people. Like, because a lot of people have just completely missed the point, which is easy to do when you didn't watch the video. I watched some of it enough to know that a lot of what I'm hearing about it is not true and is full of shit. $5 from Some Dip. Saying it again. These people want to be treated like babies and want some system to enforce that. A very dangerous mindset if you think about it. Yeah, just a lot of people who just are unable to, and I mean, you know, it's difficult to, like, motivate myself to go out or whatever, you know, to do certain things, but but just these people that are unable to ever do anything in their life. They need to be comfy 24/7. Everything in their life needs to be comfy. They need to be stimming and happy. Like, you are not ready for the world. You are in an incubation chamber as a grown adult. You are not ready to exist. I'm sorry. You need to go back into the cocoon and fucking ferment for a little while. And then 220 from Aracus. Don't need to be likable if I'm my own friends. Hey, listen. That person said earlier that they're not friends. That they're all just different personalities and they don't interact, even though two of them hate each other. That was the same person that said that. Very strange. But oh, good. There goes the phone. Very cool. Oh, nice stuff. What else is there? Let's see. I mean, I guess we can do Tourette's. We could do Tourette's. So, you know, I don't know a lot of people with Tourette's. I used to at one point. I knew some people with Tourette's. And it seemed like a very minor thing for them. From what I've heard, Tourette's generally tends to be a somewhat minor disorder. I mean, like, not minor to the extent that you don't have to deal with it, but minor in the way that it displays itself. You're not like the Tourette's guy shouting fuck and, like, calling people cocksuckers because you can't help it. It's usually like, you know, rapid blinking or like, you know, that kind of thing. Little movements. Sometimes it can be more pronounced, I guess. I don't know. I don't exactly know how this all works. So ultimately, I mean, I'll leave it up to the chat somewhat when it comes to, we'll look at this. You know, we look up Tourette's on TikTok. Getting my nails done with Tourette's.
Let you know, I have a condition that makes me move a lot.
Okay.
I'll do my best. The last nail place I went to, they told me to leave because I was moving too much.
They told you to leave?
Yeah.
That's so rude.
I haven't gone back since because I've been nervous.
I'm sorry.
Bye.
Okay. Yeah, All I'm saying is the Tourette's people that I've known have not had to start randomly fucking Congoing on their head. I'm just saying that the people, at least that I've known, haven't seen that happen. So, I don't know. You know, I guess it's different for everybody, I guess, but...
Oh, you cunt. But, so...
Like, I think it's the fact that you're on camera, too. Like, obviously we can't see you doing this when you're not on camera. I'm willing to say, I think a lot of these people, maybe they have Tourette's and they maybe play it up a bit, you know, while they're on camera. I don't know. Again, it's tough for me to, you know, come down one way or the other. I don't really know a lot about the illness. But it sure seems like the type of thing where, I don't know. Again, this seems like the type of fake Tourette's that I've seen before.
I saw baby chickens. The chickens.
Someone says I can tell she's choosing to do that before doing it. You can tell that this is like a conscious decision to do these things. This isn't... Yeah, it doesn't feel as involuntary as it maybe should. Yeah, I can see what you mean.
Questionable.
Yeah, like with the tongue out. Somebody in chat's like, people who have Tourette's, it's typically like a couple of things that they do. It's not like a random array of wacky noises and like faces and stuff. I mean, again, that's typical. Not everybody's typical. But it's funny, because I guess Tourette's does... I guess maybe it is less typical than we think for people to act this way. Because I feel like a lot of the people we'll look at while we're doing this are going to be are going to be acting in the same way. That's that girl. Peter's birthday. Billie Eilish has Tourette's.
Then the awards and what's going on? The fly?
No, I'm ticking.
I'm sorry.
Oh, is that okay? Is that why people do this now? Because Billy has it. So is that what it is?
Did that bring that on?
The lights.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
wow.
She seems like she's somewhat. I mean, I don't know if it's known. I guess if Billie Eilish has Tourette's, I would, I guess, be more willing to believe that she's legit about it and it's an actual issue for her, because like I never knew that. And I guess, you know, the little thing we saw at the beginning there.
Then the awards and what's going on?
There's a little bit of that. Yeah, I've never seen her do that before. So I mean, I don't really, you know, I don't really watch much Billie Eilish content or listen to her, but you know, I wasn't aware of that. So I mean, maybe this is a more of a real situation.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
If you film me for long enough, you're gonna see lots of ticks.
Is that okay or not okay?
I don't care.
Can I ask you anything about that?
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's...
Yeah, I mean, like, she's not, you know, just smacking her fucking head and, like, making woo-hoo. She's not making a bunch of stupid noises. And, like, all she did was, like, move her head to the side and, like, make a thing with her face with her mouth. That was reasonable. I think if I have to believe anybody right now has Tourette's, like, genuinely, and isn't, like, kind of, you know, playing it up a little bit for the camera, I would say that it's probably her. Although I would say that maybe her having a real issue is leading to people thinking that that's like cool and makes her special or something, and now they want to be like her.
Really weird. I like haven't talked about it at all. The most common way that people react is they laugh because they think I'm like trying to be funny, right? They think I'm going like as like a funny movie.
See, like, she's able to be mostly completely in control of how she's like presenting herself. She's not like randomly wacky fucking like motions. I believe this a lot more. Like, again, I don't know much about this illness, so I'm certainly not qualified to fake claim or whatever. But I'm just saying that if I, you know, based on what I've seen and what I know, at least, limited amount that I know, this seems more legit. Certainly.
And so they go like, And
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're depressing. I don't know why there's like weepy sad boy music in the background. That's very strange. But what is this now? Yeah, I mean, again, it's like it's also funny. Billie Eilish is like a pop star, and yet she is significantly more downbeat and seems more like a normal person than a lot of these people who are just random TikTok people. Who, like, yeah, no, I'm sure you're not doing this for attention with your hair like that and your room filled with all this shit. Like, no, this is yeah. I don't know. It's just you're asking me to believe that this isn't for attention, and it seems like you just also, unrelated to that, have a need for attention a little bit. I guess that those two things can both be true, I guess.
Oh my god, do you have Tourette's? Yeah? Have you ever said the N-word? Can you stop that?
She's like faking the tics
there.
there.
It's really annoying. I can't control. Just, like, stop.
I mean, but this is at least, I don't know. I guess that's not the worst thing. It's kind of stupid. Tourette's haircut. Yeah, I guess Billie Eilish has Tourette's, and certainly seems more reasonable than a lot of those. Tourette's in class.
But it's like a completely different style fresh.
Come on now. I just...
Okay. Are you worried? No, they're not too good.
I know we're not allowed to say that people are just making things up, but, you know, I don't know.
Do you have the answer? I don't think so.
You know that your probabilities must add 4 sevens. That is 2 sevens times 1, 2 sevens times 2. Just trying to scaffold you towards D. Q is a third.
I mean, I guess this is one thing that she keeps doing. I guess that's somewhat reasonable, I guess. I don't know, though.
And when R is 1, Q is 0.
This is like hard. This is just hard to believe a little bit. I mean, and it sucks. It's like there's probably a lot of people with Tourette's who are like, no, that looks like what it looks like. And it's like, well, I'm sorry, because a lot of these people are like making this shit up. And
hello, my name is Rachel or Keat, and I have.
Oh my fucking god, her name is Rachel or Keat. It's like, no, I'm unrelated to this disorder that brings me attention by its very nature. I also just seem to have a desire for attention for some reason. Completely unrelated things, I assure you.
Tourette syndrome. And this person said, I know damn well that isn't controlling your hands. I know this person is talking about my motor tics in my hands. Yes, Tourette syndrome does cause motor tics, which are like body movements. That's actually a requirement to have the Tourette syndrome diagnosis. Along with motor tics, there's something called echopraxia and copropraxia. You've definitely heard me talk about echolalia and coprolalia. Echolalia is when the verbal tic echoes something, and coprolalia is when the verbal tic is inappropriate.
It's like, you ever notice that it's always like kind of cute? The tics are always like kind of like cute and quirky. It's never something like ugly. It's never something that makes them look kind of like, you know, like their eyes cross and their mouth gapes open. It's always like, eh! Like they make a little fucking fairy noise. And that's their tic. Again, it's just like, it's funny how everybody who has a million alters in their head, they all have like anime protagonist names and are vampires. And none of them are just like an electrician from Maine. No. No, all of the tics are pretty. They're all the pretty tics. Again, think of the Tourette's people who can't control the fact that they do stuff that makes them look, you know, again, just less than like pretty ooh-woo e-girl. Which is...
So, with the suffix praxia, hey yo, meaning like movement activity, you should be able to assume what echopraxia and copropraxia are. Hope that helps.
Right, copropraxia, as in shitty praxia.
TikToker pretending to have an uncontrollable...
Okay. What?
What happened?
I don't know.
Did you try getting out of the car while you were still buckled in?
No.
You just launched yourself out.
Is this like a 12-year-old?
Bubbles decided she wanted to get out.
Oh.
Fucking restrained.
No, don't like film them for the internet. Maybe help your kid. Tourette's. Okay, here we go.
How about yeah, 100%. They've done it before.
It's like I'm not looking for attention. I'm just wearing 78 colors, and I have my hair is colored, and I have my Gucci Fendi sunglasses, and I've got like 15 earrings on each ear and fancy makeup with dots on it. Somebody please God notice me. What do I have to... Oh! Somebody please notice me. Like...
I would go.
And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to people that actually have this issue. This is just... It seems like this... Again, it seems like I'm expected to believe that this person is very desperately seeking attention, and also, unrelated to that, genuinely has a disorder which, you know, kind of makes people notice them in public. You know, like, I don't know. That's double mumbo jumbo. I can buy one or the other. I don't think I can buy both at the same time.
Tick tick. I don't think we're going to tick tick.
Her ticks involve her saying tick. Everybody.
Tick tick. Just drive past them, throw like that. Plastic shell at someone.
Like, this is constant. This girl is unable to function. If this is how her life is all the time, I just don't buy this, that she's all, like, fucking put together like this, you know? Like, in this outfit and everything. I'm sorry. This is unreasonable that anybody would ever... I've never seen a person who actually has Tourette's that's like this. That's, like, constantly, like, fucking bouncing off the walls and making noises and all this shit. This is unbelievable. A little bit. Yeah, how did she do her makeup? How did she make her makeup look all nice? Is anyone else more focused on how beautiful she is, or is it just me? And then with the heart emojis and all that. Yeah, how did she make her makeup look all precise with the dots on her fucking eyes if she's making... if she's, like, moving around this much?
Tick, 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 tick. Tick, tick, tick.
Tick, tick, tick. Tick. I'm ticking, everybody. It's ticking. That's what that is, right? It's me going tick, tick, tick. That's a tick, right?
I'm like, tick, 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 tick.
Tick, tick, tick. Okay, okay. Yeah. I mean, again, if anybody I'm looking at here has actually got issues, I'm sorry, but, you know, I'm not qualified to say whatever, but man.
Where we left off on Wednesday, and if you're familiar yet with the rules of actually, then the oxidation number of that is 0. And then of course...
This is just trying to get, yeah, I don't know. Like, when I see it in class, too, when I see the kids doing it in school, like, okay, this is just you want an excuse to say these things and act out, and then you can go, I have Tourette's, you can't, excuse me. In a lot of cases, like, I would believe that these people, again, maybe do have Tourette's or something like it, you know, that causes involuntary ticking. But maybe they're just using that as a bit of an excuse to, you know, to do this.
That's like with acid-base reaction. So any reaction that we're looking at where electrons are exchanged, they lead off reaction. And so our transport in each process, because that'll actually help lead off reactions, you have to take into in any balancing reaction.
It's a staring tick, really. You tick and you have to stare at the other person that's next to you. Yeah, I never heard of that one before. That's funny. It's a new one.
Also need to balance the same number of electrons that are being accepted conceptually actually.
It never feels like it's somebody recording somebody too. It's never like their friend recording them having, like, ticking in their natural environment. It always is, like, I set up the camera and put on the filter and I got my makeup on and everything, and now I'm going to performative, like, I'm gonna do a performative arts Tourette's. And, you know, it's very easy to look at these videos as being, you know, people faking this, because it always does seem like it's very staged. Again, in class. Tics coming on in class. These are all like
PSA about
too.
faking Tourette's. Hi, I'm Carly, and I have Tourette syndrome. I am not a fraud, but because of those lovely few people out there who have fake Tourette's, on every single one of my videos, I get a bunch of freaking hate. And all I'm trying to do is raise awareness and break the stigma that surrounds this awfully misunderstood disorder. But I'm almost like a race.
Yeah, I mean, again, all I can really say is that every person I've ever met that's actually had Tourette's has been like, a lot of this is bullshit, and most people are not just like randomly babbling and saying stuff like that. I mean, it is different for everybody. But yes, people that, in general, people that are exaggerating what this illness is they're not helping. They aren't helping. That's true.
But on almost every one of my videos, I get a comment saying, fake, this doesn't seem real.
does
Or
seem
the worst
angry
ones
about
are,
it, yeah.
I don't know who to believe now that I've seen Ticks and Roses. Thanks, Ticks and Roses. Because of people like Ticks and Roses, I am fake claimed in numerous videos. And all I'm trying to do is raise...
Yeah, like, but the thing is, when you're coming along and you're using terminology like fake claim, I'm inclined to not believe you. Because you're using the same terminology that the crazy people are using. So if your whole thing is like, oh, they're fake claiming me, well, you know, it's like if somebody starts talking, they're not necessarily an incel, but they start talking in like incel buzzwords. And it's like, well, you know, I don't know, that seems to be a part of this issue. Is that you are now talking, you know, maybe you shouldn't, I don't know, maybe you shouldn't take these things to heart.
Awareness, as I said, break the stigma, and make people with Tourette's have a better quality of life, because we're just judged and ridiculed all the heckin' time. Not everyone online is faking Tourette's. I got rice. And that's just something you are gonna have to come to terms with. Stop commenting on every single Tourette's creator's video saying we're fake.
I mean, but like, this does feel like a joke video where you'd be like, not everybody is faking Tourette's. Oh god! Oh god! Not everybody. It's a real serious problem. Humana, 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 humana. Yo, yo! It's a serious problem. Stop making fun of, like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult to say, really, as somebody who doesn't have this situation happening to me. All I can really do is look at every fucking one of these people like, well, this just seems unrealistic based on what I do know of this illness. But like, yeah. $2 from Michael Morbius. Sweet Anita is a Twitch streamer who has Tourette's. Yeah, I'm vaguely familiar with her. I think she got in trouble at one point for saying, like, swear words. You know, that has to come from somewhere. I'm assuming that is a thing, you know, that people do have sometimes. But I've just also heard that reports of, like, screaming the fuck bomb while you're you know, ticking or whatever. Reports of that sound like they're probably greatly exaggerated, you know. And I've heard people say, you know, who have Tourette's be like, yeah, that's not really how it works. So, I don't know, it's difficult, because it is different for everybody, but, you know, yeah. Yeah, I think that might do it for the stream. We've been going for a little while. You know, we saw we didn't wind up looking at crazy old people, like on TikTok. Next time, maybe. I feel like we've covered a lot of the big subjects, you know, big TikTok communities of people that believe certain things. And that's exciting. But like, I feel like we need to talk about, we need to just find some old men. We need to find some thirsty old men who want you know, young women, thirst trap women to be their mommy or whatever. Because that's what we did a little while ago on Twitch. Like a month ago on Twitch, we were looking at TikTok, and somebody suggested ABDL, and I found an ABDL woman, and then in the comments were multiple comments that were like, you know, again, like 60-plus-year-old men, just being like, hey, baby, could you be my mommy? Freddy needs a nanny, mommy. Like, all this stuff. So maybe next time we'll get into that a little bit. I think that'll be fun. But for now, yeah, that was Lunatic Talk 3. And we've talked about some lunatics. We talked about some ticks also. So hopefully everybody enjoyed. The next stream, you know, maybe this evening. I might do more guitar later. I don't know. I yet to be determined. Maybe we'll do a Wheel of Trash later tonight. It is Sunday night, you know. We could try to do something Father's Day related, but I don't know what it would be. Maybe we just read the Loss Control-Alt-Delete comic like 400 times. I don't know how that would work. We just like keep it on screen and analyze it until we stop. I don't know. Father's Day stream. I don't know of any real good fathers to make fun of, you know, for a Father's Day stream. You know, so instead we look at TikTok, which is truly the most fatherless of apps. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching, and have a good rest of your day. If I don't see you again later today, take it easy. I'll see you soon. Penis.